All right, let's go. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome, everybody. We'll give everybody a little bit of time to get in here.
How we doing, everybody?
Shout
Appreciate
out.
you guys joining us tonight.
We got, let's see, Fire in the 520. What up? Can Happy. WN, Cloudmouth Vapor. Sungrown C. Sensi Boy. Papa Beans.
Guys?
What up? Crispy. Blunham. And Red Cat.
Blunham.
Blue Hat.
What's
Martin
up?
Nelson. What up? J underscore. I'm not going to say your name there, buddy. I'll put it up on the screen for 1 second, but I'm not going to say your name. So
I can't see it.
you can say it's all good. What up, Skunkgate? What up? Who else we got in here? Uncle Puff. All right, everybody's coming in now. Let's go. Smokehouse Organics. What's up? XTG Spooky. Shout out to Spooky. What up, my brother?
What
We
up,
got Brian. We got Deadhead or DD. Dread. Yo, yo, what's the word? Chosen One. We're here for the gas. All right, let's go.
Go.
What up, Tucker? Smokehouse says sin. I see you 2 nights in a row. How epic. Let's go.
Yep. You got any questions that didn't get answered last night, brother? Let's hear them.
We got Gungnir. We got Yuma Rays. We got Roberts Place. All right. Shout out to everybody that's in here right now. We have Don from Sin City here tonight. You guys don't know who he is. You should. I'm sure you do. I'm sure most of you guys are in here because you knew he was going to be here. You know, last week we had a little bump in the road, so we did reschedule for this week. We are here this week. This is a chance for all you guys to ask any questions you have about the new drop or old drops as well. Anything Sin City, Don's here. He'll answer any questions you guys have. So, you know, the more questions, the better. But what we'll do is, you know, we'll talk a little bit about the new drop, the box sets. There's a couple box sets. Everything's on the site that we talk about tonight. Unless you guys ask questions about some older gear. Yep.
Boxes came out super sexy. Stoked on those.
So the box sets look fucking tight as usual.
We're pretty proud of the way how all this turned out. It looks great.
Absolutely, man. I love, you know, the new packaging. We've talked about that. The half packs. I know you're doing half packs now.
Yep.
So this is a good time for you guys to ask any questions you have. Like I said, I know some of you guys started asking questions last week, thinking the person in there was Sin City, but it was not. So we do have Sin City here tonight. All right, what do we got? Long Tim. Okay, welcome back then. Welcome back, Steel Slamming. What up, Georgie?
What's up, Steel? Sensi?
What's up? Multitasking the poker wheel.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what do we
got free poker game tonight going on our Discord server. If you guys are into that, come on by. Got some of these new genetics up as prizes. So great place to come, enjoy the community, hang out with friends, talk shop, and win some new stuff. So
I need to get into the Discord. I have a Discord myself. I'm never on it. I need to be a little bit more active. I have the guy that does my artwork usually runs my Discord, but I'd like to get involved in some of the poker games and stuff. Sounds
yeah, fun. We should do a joint one where we do a cool giveaway, have you as like a bounty where people can try to headhunt you and me. It's real fun. If you're ever into it,
definitely have to do that. Yeah, I have a pretty, you know, I think there's like 2,000 people on my Discord, so it's been there a while. There's a somewhat decent amount of people in there.
Yeah, more than me.
Cool. All right, so
the genetics of the key lime pie. So yeah, let's go ahead and start with kind of the history of the strain, how I got it, how I got involved into doing crosses with it. Essentially, there is some controversy with the key lime pie clone. So the key lime pie was a clone-only strain that was dropped off to Harborside Dispensary in Oakland, California back in like 2013, 2014 time. So right when the Girl Scout cookies first hit the clone scene, Form Cut was kind of everywhere. Thin Mint was out there. One day I just showed up to Harborside Collective kind of on a whim. I was taking a trip up north and figured I'd stop in. At that time, Harborside was one of the the best clone outfits in California. They had literally probably 50, 60 strains available in clone form, solid genetics, super clean cuts, stuff from like Dark Heart Nurseries and some of the big clone vendors in the Northern California area always made stops to Harborside. At that time, it was the biggest dispensary in the United States, and they did the most business. So that was essentially the biggest clone outfitter in California. So I always like to take trips up there just to see what was on the menu. Back in those days, you couldn't really see like the day-to-day availability of the clones. You had to like go on their Twitter page and hope that the information was accurate from the posts that they made. So it was kind of a hit or miss type of situation, but took a trip up there. And I always asked for the kind of clone vendors recommendation, like the bud tender who managed the clone area. He always had good insight onto like what vendors were dropping off, what cuts, what was hyped, anything that was new. Dude was just a wealth of knowledge. So I always leaned on him for recommendations beyond what I had kind of eyed and targeted myself. So yeah, he showed me these clones called Key Lime Pie. He's like, there's not a lot of information on it. Some people are saying it's a Girl Scout cookie special phenotype.
Right.
So that's what we kind of obtained it under the impression it was a Girl Scout cookie. Phenos similar to Forum, similar to Thin Mint, something like that. But upon growing it, it looked very different. This was a plant that didn't resemble those wide, mutated, wrinkly, curly leaf cookie cuts that you normally see, like the OGKB and the Forum and stuff. Didn't have any of that. Didn't have the long, elongated stem leaves or leaves on your stems with the purple stems. It just didn't look at all like the Girl Scout cookie. So when we finished it, we were super excited that it did have a true key lime pie flavor profile. So just like key lime pie, has that creaminess, has that tart lime flavor. One of the few strains at the time that actually tasted like it was described as. So
right.
Really cool. We were one of the first people that I knew who had that cut, and we crossed it to the Blue Power pretty much immediately. I think the Blue Lime Pie was created in 2015 and released. So that was the first cross we did with it. Super well received. Blue Lime Pie was still one of our best sellers to date. So that strain's, now celebrating its 10-year anniversary and kind of kicked off the Key Lime Pie projects for us. And then soon I entered the local recreational market here, and I kind of took a back seat from breeding for a few years. 2016, 2017, we didn't do a whole lot of releases, but I took this Key Lime Pie clone to the commercial facility where we were working, and I basically brought a lot of my top genetics to this place here in Vegas and outfitted them with some of the best strains in the city. And a lot of people were just in love with the Key Lime Pie. We released it in rosin form. People loved the concentrates. People loved the flowers. Both the flavor and effects were just highly sought after. So
yeah,
I actually lost the clone for a couple years, and then I got it back through a buddy who actually worked at that cultivation. So he kind of snuck it out of there and was able to hold it. So that was cool. He was able to get it back to me several years ago, and we started using it again. The first new cross that we did was the Blue Petrol to Key Lime Pie. So that was a regular seed release that was released in 2020 in very limited numbers. Very few people got to get that one.
That was a limited one, right? That was a limited one.
It was a limited edition release. Less than 100 packs made it to the public, so super low quantities went out. But again, just another, extremely well received release. So it just kind of sparked my interest in the key lime all over again. And after all those years, I was surprised to see that not a lot of people had actually done projects with it. I don't know if it's a clone that kind of came and then it kind of got hoarded a bit more than it should have and didn't get out to as many people. But it's right around the time that Skittles kind of took over in the mainstream and started winning a bunch of awards. Anyone who's grown key lime pie and Skittles, they're nearly identical plants.
Okay.
I got the key lime before I ever heard of Skittles from Brandon or Third Gen or any of the Turpog guys. So I do believe that it predates the Skittles, but I've recently heard rumors that they're either sisters or the key lime is a mother to the Skittles. And this has been confirmed even with the Terp Hogs guy. So it's just the lineage is very mysterious. So when I bred the key lime pie to itself, we did the S1s. I hunted over 50 feminized seeds, and I didn't see anything resembling Girl Scout cookies. So I really have to call bullshit on the whole Girl Scout cookie S1, just rare phenotype. Even if it was a rare selection of some recessive kind of dormant expressions, we should have seen something, like that. We would have seen something, whether it was some sort of flavor, some sort of morphology, some sort of leaf pattern, some sort of, color of the stem, something. It looks much more like Skittles than it does Girl Scout cookies. So if you grow the S1s, you'll see that for yourself. You're not going to see like crazy purple stuff like you would in a Girl Scout cookie release. It's kind of, it does have some purple coloring late in flower, like at 63 days and beyond, it starts to go purple and it has some nice hues, but it's not Girl Scout cookie. It doesn't have those like super dense, rock hard kind of purple nugs that you would expect from a Girl Scout cookie hybrid. So I just, with talking to more growers and people who have been around the clone, I think most people have come to the agreement that it isn't just an S1. It's something more special. But the person who created it never has really stepped forward. So we don't have anyone to credit, and we don't have verified, legitimate source of the genetics to kind of kind of go off of. So it's a bit of a mystery. All I can tell you is it's an absolutely special plant, truly unique in this industry. Again, has those key lime pie flavors that you just don't see in cannabis.
No, not at all.
If you can imagine a Skittles that was less kind of grapefruity and citrusy like the Skittles has, but just straight key lime flavors, that's kind of what you would get with the Skittles or with the key lime as opposed to the Skittles. So yeah, it's up there with the Skittles. I know the Skittles is maybe the most awarded strain in the history of cannabis at this point. Key lime is no slouch. So definitely doesn't have the hype behind it, but if I could only choose one, I would probably go with the key lime pie. It just has a little bit more unique flavor profile that I find myself kind of reaching for more often than the standard Z terps.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Key lime is fucking wonderful. So, yeah. All right, we'll move on to the next question. So, what's the growth on the key lime pie BX2?
So, yeah, the BX2. BX2 features the blue lime pie that I mentioned. So we use the blue lime pie for the initial outcrossing to make the back cross. The BX1 was the box set exclusive from the last year's release. So not a lot of these packs made it out to people. I think only 50, 60 packs were even released of this. So very, very limited last time, highly sought after. The community definitely was a little bit bummed that they couldn't get their hands on just these as single packs or half packs last time. So we definitely listened to the community feedback and made sure that this one was included. So all those great key lime pie terps that I just spoke about, plus improved vigor, slightly more indica potency. So more potent, more vigorous, better yields, better bud structure. The key lime pie BX2 is the superior key lime pie in seed form. So if you're, I always recommend people who, for their first introduction to the line, to go with this or the S1. Both are going to give you that true key lime pie experience, give you those flavor profiles that we're so excited about, and kind of show you why we use this to create all these other cool hybrids.
Let's go. Okay, how many days?
That's an awesome one. How many days do you chop the key lime or blue power? So key lime pie goes a little bit longer than blue power. Blue power is about an 8-week strain, depending. You may find like sour dub phenos that like to go 9, but for the most part, we chop blue power in 56 days. Key lime pie, I like to go to 63 days myself. So I like to take it an extra week. Again, this beyond 60 days starts to bring out the cool colors and some of them more exotic looking flower types. So take it past 60 and you'll get more colors. But if you're growing key lime just for concentrates, 56 days is fine for fresh frozen. Yeah, you'll get all the flavors. Just, and since you're not gonna be selling the flower, those purple colors don't mean much to you. So harvest a week early and take them at 8. I saw that Harborside question. I didn't get to read it.
He was just saying, yeah, I'm just running through them. He said, hell yeah. I used to drive from Sacramento to Oakland to get all my clones from Harborside. They always had a good seed selection as well. So, yeah.
The seeds were quite
limited.
They had Cali Connection. They had a few seed, but very limited. The clones were what I always went for. Yeah, it's definitely some awesome clones. I went to Harborside just last summer, went in there and checked out the clones selection. It was one gelato clone sitting there all by itself. I'm like, damn. So it's a sad situation over there. Now do not go to Harborside looking for genetics, unfortunately.
So, yeah, there's just some people, with some positivity always. I got some overpower, some beef truffle, flipping the flower. And then we got... I think it's the same guy. Key Lime Pie really came out in the Deep Space Lime.
Yeah, it does. That one's an awesome one. That one, features our Over the Moon Kush crossed to the Key Lime Pie. So, has all them cool key lime flavors mixed in with some cushness and some gassy kind of diesel effects. Super, super nice.
What traits did you look for in the Sour Dub Master Kush?
So that you're referring to the strain called Power, the mother to the blue line, the Blue Power. That one, that one wasn't necessarily something that we selected. So I didn't select for those traits. It just had some amazing traits that it came with. Yeah, the Master Kush definitely had some powerful indica effects, and then the Sour Dub gave it its kind of soaring, long-lasting high. So it really had the best of both worlds. With an indica-dominated effect, but not too lethargic.
Can you talk about the Over the Moon Kush to Key Lime Pie? Really nice work. I found 3 different phenos.
That's that Deep Space Lime that we just spoke about. Awesome cross. Yeah, one of the best sellers from last year's release. So if you guys are looking for gas mixed with the Key Lime Pie, that's a solid option. Big yields as well on that one.
What else do we have? How much? What up, Big Turb? I need to get in box sets. The box sets are on the site. We'll go through the drop. We'll actually start to talk about the drop. I'm just trying to get through you guys' questions. Feel free to ask away. I'm getting towards the bottom right now. And we'll go over each strain because, we have done for about 40 minutes. So I feel like there's enough. It'll probably take us that long to actually go through all this.
Yeah.
And just so you guys know, I did put it this. Yeah.
We talked about the S1. So we got that one covered. We talked about the BX. Anyone has any more questions about the BX or S1? Feel free. If not, we'll move on to the next one. Blue Lime Runtz. Yeah, good point, Sensi. That's kind of the next one alphabetically. This one features the blunts. So our Runtz crossed to Blue Lime Pie, crossed to the Key Lime Pie. So, no, I'm sorry. Runtz crossed to Blue Power, then that crossed to Key Lime Pie. So it has the Blue Power for that indica potency, that gas, that sweetness. The Runtz, obviously, people love Runtz for the flavors, the colors, the bag appeal. So this one kind of combines all those into one super greasy, kind of extra frosty, just beautiful, beautiful plant. This one's a 60% indica, 40% sativa with sour candy, kush, lime, grapefruit flavors. Also has like some cool creamy notes. What do I got here on my notes? Sweet, sour, lime, Skittles, candy, kush, grapefruit, cream, gas, loud as fuck, Runtz. So lots of flavors to explore in that line. This one's going to be one of the most popular from this release, no doubt. Kind of has everything that the modern cannabis grower wants. All the flavors, all the colors, yields great. Just a solid release. 56 fresh frozen for Key Lime Pie. 63 days if you're taking it for flowers.
That's nice. Okay, there you go. I found a couple of phenotypes. There you go. Trying to get through this. Okay.
Yeah, you
we'll put this up
got
as
the
we're
blue
going
power
through.
dominated.
And I see you down there. You got 9 o'clock. You can hear me, right? The next guest, he's already in there. I'm just letting him know. Come back. Yeah. Come back at 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so which ones are you most excited about? That's a good question.
Yeah, next up is one of the ones I'm most excited about for sure. The Broke the Mouth. This one features our Sin Soda, which was a collaboration release we did with Super Seed Co. 2 years ago. Extremely popular release. Had great kind of fizzy grape soda flavors in that cross. So I spoke about it in the past, but the fizziness was truly like something extremely unique. I haven't really seen that much with cannabis before, but popping open the jar is almost like you opened a fresh soda and the carbonation bubbles kind of hit your nose. It gives you that tingling effect, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So great fizzy soda flavors mixed with the key lime pie just created something that literally I felt like my tongue wasn't working or my brain wasn't working when I tried it for the first time. My mouth was literally broken. The flavors were so intense, so unique, just such a pleasurable, palate experience. It just we recently had gone to Hawaii and tried some shave ice that was called Broke the Mouth. That's where the name came from. So It's not necessarily that it tasted like the shave ice. It made me feel like the name. It's just an absolutely unique experience. Really hard for me to put into words.
I was wondering where the name came from. When I was putting it on the site, I'm like, wow, that's interesting. That's like an interesting name, I like the background on it right there. So.
Yeah, if you Google it, there's like a band and like some Hawaiian plate lunch places that have that name, but it just seemed absolutely fitting. It's something that kind of stuck with me. But yeah, here's my notes on the flavors: fizzy lime, grape soda, tropical fruit, cream, sour sap, pineapple, rose, gas, chem, bubblegum, and lime. So lots of flavors all hitting your mouth at once. It literally don't know which way to take it. Crazy strain. Something, if you're looking for unique flavors, I know a lot of strains kind of get played out these days with breeders from different regions all using the same cuts. This is something extremely unique and extremely fun. So I think everyone's going to really enjoy both cultivating it for flowers and extractions. This one does great in both. But yeah, again, has really cool looking, colorful flowers with those crazy flavors, and it finishes really fast. This is one of the faster finishing hybrids from the line at 50 to 60 days. So if you're looking for a fast finisher with wild, crazy terps that you're not really going to experience in anything else, this is a great one for you. True Power OG. So we do have the True Power OG coming back. I'm working on the OG Kush line finally. Literally over 10 years in the making. I said I said OG line coming soon on the very first brochure I ever created for our first launch. So it's been coming. A lot of people have been waiting a really long time for that, but we finally got gas as the focus for the next project, and I think people are going to be super excited to see what we got. We're definitely bringing it back to the old school and kind of breaking out a lot of our really old, really classic strains to bring into this OG line. So yeah, I'll be debuting more of that and dropping more tidbits here on Instagram and Discord. So stay tuned for more info on that.
All right. I'm ready. I'm excited. All right. So it says the Blue Lime Runtz is probably most anticipated in the set. Tell us about it. I know you touched on it a little bit, but
yeah,
I'm going to throw these up because I know people come in, so they might be, they might not have heard what we spoke about already. So
yeah. Since he was in there, he should have heard that. But yeah, this one again with that the blunts being the parents. It has everything that the modern cannabis grower is going to want: colors, yields, solid buds, great morphology. Has those crazy sour candy, kush, lime, grapefruit flavors that are super attractive to most folks. So we expect big things out of this one. It's already been one of our personal best sellers and been one of the most anticipated from the release.
All right, so we have, how can I maximize my yield with Lime Foot? It had a smaller growth pattern when I grew one, from Cameron.
So yeah, Lime Foot, the key lime pie in general is a medium structured plant. So it's not big, it's not small. It's kind of in the middle there for yields and overall morphology. So with that one, the wine foot dominated phenos are going to be the higher yielding ones. Those will be the little bit more stretchy ones. I would say look out for those when doing your hunts. But beyond that, to improve the yield of the selections you've already made, obviously increasing your veg time, increasing your pot size can always help. Throwing more light at it can definitely help. CO2 is always recommended with this line. We saw upwards of 25% increase in yields with CO2 at 1,000 to 1,200 ppm. So blast it with the CO2. Proper management of the canopy is also going to be really important for maximizing your yield, whether you're using a scrog, screen of green, or trellis, or tomato cages, whatever you can. The better you can kind of, maximize the footprint of that plant and make sure all those nug sites are absorbing light, the better off you're going to be. She's not an extremely leafy plant, so excessive defoliation isn't going to help you too much there. But obviously, if there's a leaf over a nug, take that leaf off there. That's going to help you improve your yield as well. So lots of little tricks. Obviously, I'm available via DM if you want to get into, a little bit more into the weeds on how to improve that type of stuff. But I'm here for you if you got questions.
Still. Okay, for the new line, do you have a recommendation? I know he's in Hawaii, so he's in Hawaii. Do you have a recommendation for the outdoor grower from the new drop?
Yes, I do. I've been recommending people go with the honey peach pie or the sewer fruit for outdoor production. Probably the sewer fruit first and foremost. This one's an absolute beast. It comes from the Alpine Guava, which is a collab that we did with Bloom Seed Co. Super vigorous plant that features our White Nightmare, which is a Blue Dream hybrid. So it's got guava from Bloom, White Nightmare, which is Blue Dream crossed to White Moonshine. So it's got the genetic makeup of an amazing outdoor plant. I personally haven't tested it outdoors, but we know just by the way it grew, she was extremely drought, pest, and mold resistant. That's going to be an awesome one for you. And then the honey peach pie, super vigorous plant. This one grows really tall. So can be better suited for outdoor people versus indoor growers with height restrictions. Super vigorous. This one has a 50-50 indica hybrid sativa ratio. So almost a perfectly balanced hybrid, which is really nice. Great for all day consumption. So yeah, if you're looking for outdoor, those two, obviously, if you get the box set exclusive pack, the melon and lime is also a very good one. The key lime Kalua. Most strains will do pretty well outside in this line. Like I said, with the key lime being kind of a medium structured plant, they won't get too huge on you, which can be a positive for some outdoor growers. If you have, your wall between your neighbors, you don't want it to grow over something crazy. That can be a benefit to you. So yeah, lots of good stuff in here for outdoor growers and indoor growers.
Is the blue Lime Runtz more candy terps?
100%. Yeah, it does have a bit of gas and cushiness from the Blue Power, but it is a predominantly candy type lime candy strain.
The Did I Do That Great? That makes it. The did I do that is great. Oh, the did I do that is great. I saw you use the mom with the key lime pie. Very cool. Okay.
Yeah. So did I do that is the mother of the Lime Urkel. Did I do that is purple Urkel crossed to white nightmare. So again, the goal for the did I do that when creating it was to improve the yield and kind of commercial viability of the little midget purple Urkel. I mean, everyone loves the purple, but it's just so slow to cultivate, a bitch to clone, just overall a pain in the ass to grow. So when we crossed it with the white nightmare, it just created everything we could have hoped for in a cross. It had all the purple flavors and dense bud structure that we love so much about the Urkel, with the crazy fast veg times and just extreme vigor of the white nightmare line. So super stoked on that. Did I do that? We have a very Urkel dominated phenotype we used for the cross. So crossing that to the key lime pie, it's basically just like the name describes. It's like a lime purple Urkel. So everything you wanted from your purple Urkel that actually can grow and yield, but now with like this unique lime creamy twist on the flavor that just sets it apart and kind of takes it into the new millennium. Everyone loved the old school perp flavors. I still love it. But I think the more modern consumer is used to something just a little bit different, a little bit maybe more unique, and this kind of checks all those boxes. So Purple Urkel 2.0, this is it. Super, super excited about this one. This is one of the ones I find myself going to this jar maybe more than a lot of the other ones for some reason. It's just such a nostalgic flavor, and then that unique twist at the end just makes it absolutely irresistible.
Okay, so if you want, do we talk about the Kalua? The Kalua line?
Nope.
Not yet,
So,
right?
yeah. The Key Lime Kalua, this was one that we had our Discord community name last year. A few of these packs went out last year to the community just to get some initial feedback. This was one that I had plans for one way or another in the future. So when we decided to re-release the Key Lime Pie line, this was one we knew we wanted to include in it. It features the Mudslide, which is the Oreos crossed to the Cinnamon cookies. So Mudslide is just a crazy yielding, crazy, just absolute beautiful show-stopping plant.
Yeah.
But with that Oreos in the lineage, the flavors on it were, not as loud as I would have liked. The cinnamon definitely contributed a good amount of flavor, but it still was not quite as loud as I would have liked. Great yields, great looks, great buds, but just, again, didn't have that of flavor that I was really, really hoping for. So crossing it to the key lime pie just kind of solidified that and really drove home those terpenes into that cross. So again, has great yields, great nug structure, just beautiful, rock hard, Oreo type looking flowers, but with crazy, cushy, unique, creamy lime stuff on top of it. It's an absolute winner. People love the Oreos, but people don't love the flavor. This one is like Oreos with key lime terps. It's fucking crazy.
The Oreos is just beautiful. Like visually, it's fucking beautiful.
It is. But yeah,
I like it, but it's definitely, I feel you on that. Definitely lacking. All right, so will you be releasing clones in the near future? And if so, which ones were you thinking of?
So Sin City seeds, not Sin City clones. We've always been a big proponent of holding our genetics very tight. When I release limited edition seeds, they're limited edition because I haven't hoarded out my whole mother stock. Our strains, are very prized and extremely kind of coveted, but they're not that way because I've released all my mother plants or all my select keepers. Again, we want you guys to go out there and hunt unique things. I think it's a shame that everyone grows the same fucking clones over and over and over in the commercial cultivation space. It's an absolute joke. So yes, we may, release a strain of a selection of a strain that's been out for several years and is maybe no longer available in seed form. Then maybe we'll release, some selections if it's like a super special hash plant or something like that. But again, we're Sin City Seeds. We're not Sin City clones. Lots of other people doing clones.
I like that.
We're based out of Southern Nevada. It's extremely difficult for me to mail clones throughout the year and with success. So I try to stick to what I'm good at, and seeds is kind of our bread and butter. So we're not looking to switch up and become a clone vendor anytime soon. Again, if it does happen, it'll be extremely rare and extremely limited, and I'll definitely let the Discord community know. So if you're interested, stay tuned to the Discord.
You guys need to hunt some seeds, man. Hunt for them. Find something unique. You guys will find something unique in there. That's the idea.
Nothing better than finding that special one that only you have. There's literally
only you have, right? That's you. Yeah,
it's like it's close to the experience of having your own child. If you haven't had your own child, it's just like next level. You literally level up when these things happen to you.
There you go.
Level up, pop some seeds.
And then you can reach back out to him and be like, "Yo, I found this. Check this out."
Exactly. So, yeah. Nothing pleasures me more than people who've actually hunted the gear and share stuff back with us and collaborate on future projects. That's that's how we can continue the line. If I'm only one man, obviously I do hunts and I do selections. But if the community as a whole can all select together, we're going to put these genetics, take them to the next level much, much faster than one person alone. So it is a community effort. So yeah, pop your seeds, everybody.
It broke him out. He's in Hawaii. Like I said, I had to leave that up there for a second. When something tastes awesome, broke to mouth. Definitely.
There you go.
All right. So I don't think this person was in here. So I am going to throw this up. Any info on the Lime Foot? I know we spoke about it. Running it now, and the most sour lime thing I've seen in a while. So,
yeah, no, Limefoot was one of those ones from last time it was the most limited of the releases last time, but it was probably my favorite overall. The Limefoot jars were the first to disappear from our hunt, so yeah, that one is absolutely special. The Winefoot itself, Winefoot was a box set exclusive strain, so one of those really rare, really exclusive strains that not a lot of people had access to.
Yeah, Winefoot.
Winefoot, yeah, that's apples and bananas crossed to Sin Mint cookies. So yeah, super. The feminized version of it was exclusively available in the box set. We are re-releasing Winefoot in a regular seed version for Christmas, so that's something to look forward to. But yeah, one of our most popular strains, one of the fan favorites. There's a cultivator in Washington State, Scored, who grows some amazing Winefoot, some of the best flowers a lot of people have tried. So that one has a lot of excitement behind it. And then crossing it to the key lime pie, yeah, just made for some absolutely crazy flavors. Everything from grapes and wines to limes and cream and kush, and has that Sin Mint kind of minty funk going on. It's an absolute beautiful strain, both visually and to cultivate. Makes amazing hash as well. So if you guys haven't tried Limefoot, that's the one you should look out for from the previous release. Any other collab with Flowgrown? So Flowgrown's definitely a good friend of mine. We do have more projects in the works, so look out for those. No ETA or details to be released just yet, but definitely someone who I look forward to doing more work with.
Man, I'm trying to get through all these. There's a lot of questions still, so and somehow it's already been I have no idea how it's been 40 minutes already. The time just goes so fast. I always say this. I should probably do an hour and a half when I have like you come on and some other people, because there's just so many questions. But I'm going to continue and we can continue to go over what's there. And we also have giveaways. Like I do have 3 packs to give away tonight. He was kind enough to donate, to kick down 3 packs for you guys. So we will give these packs away, probably like with only a couple minutes left with him in here. But it's
so, yeah,
White Moonshine.
The White Moonshine is like a super blue dream. So White Moonshine is from OG Rascal. It's the white crossed to DJ Short's Blue Moonshine. That was the parent to our White Nightmare. So we used that as the male. The Blue Moonshine is the male used in both Blue Power and White Nightmare. So essentially, when we made the White Nightmare, we used Blue Dream, crossed it to the White Moonshine. That made the White Nightmare. That's like the Super Blue Dream. Yep, the blunts in general. So yeah, blunts is Blue Power crossed the Runtz. It was our first Runtz hybrid that we released. Super, super popular strain. One of the most, one of the like highest selling packs that we've ever done. It was initially released with a T-shirt, kind of a cool thing where you buy the pack, you got the T-shirt included. But yeah, it has those crazy Runtz colors and Skittly type flavors mixed onto the Blue Power with additional potency, gas, and kind of that cushy uniqueness that the Blue Power brings. So blunts, again, still to this day, one of our most requested strains from the original Blue Power stuff. So really popular. Stoked to get it in a hybrid. We actually have done a blunts hybrid in the past. It was called, it was blunts to Cinnamon Mint cookies. It was called Mint Woods. So we did have that, but that was a bonus pack only release. So you didn't have the opportunity to buy it outright. You had to get it by chance. So a lot of people didn't get those. So this
did I just take away that person's question? My bad. Okay, sorry. I'll put that back up. I mistakenly
Did you get one of those packs? Dark, a rest stop is a little clam with the blue label on it.
And what you just sent?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I thought I sent you one. But essentially, this is a limited edition freebie that we only had a few packs of. So they went out in very few numbers. I was including them with purchases from the Discord community on drop weekend. But that one features the Nightmare Cookies crossed to the Petrol, which is, there it is. So that's a limited edition one. There she is, the rest stop.
Okay.
So it's a lot like the Pie After Dark. They both share the Nightmare Cookies, but Rest Stop also has the Blue Petrol. So it's going to be a much more indica-dominated version with an additional gas kind of flavor profile and like a shorter, more stout morphology. So slightly different than the Pie After Dark, but awesome in its own right. Super gassy kind of version of that sexy, Pie After Dark, super colorful cookie looking nugs. So yeah, we expect people to really enjoy those. So if you got them, feel lucky because those are super limited.
Okay. Okay, so I can go back to, are all seeds for crosses produced equally? Or do some anticipated better received crosses get a bump in production?
Yes, 100%. So we obviously, when planning our seed releases, certain strains are going to be fucking just highly sought after by the public, regardless if they make our testing, if they pass our testing or not. We do have specific hybrids. We know right off the bat that we're going to throw an extra mom or two in the room just so we produce more seeds of those. In addition, we do that with our bonus packs. So with the bonus packs, we essentially have to have 10 times the amount of seeds of the bonus strain than we do the regular strains because we give away a pack with every single pack purchased. So those go out in like 10x the amount. So that's something that we definitely have to be conscious of. So with the sewer fruit, we planted, 4 times the amount of those than we did anything else. So yeah, it's kind of a tricky situation, especially when stuff is untested. So I recommend, people to test their gear first and foremost. And if you have, past experiences with the progeny of one cross, then you can have a better understanding of what the next cross might end up being. But yeah, it's kind of a risky situation when you make 4x the amount of seeds that are untested. God forbid it, didn't pass testing and we had to pull it. That would have been a lot of seeds that sat unused because of one
Yeah.
reason or another.
Okay, does the key lime pie seem to dominate crosses with transfer of flavor and smell?
It does, yeah. The key lime pie seems to be quite dominant in the crosses. In most every hybrid, you're going to see a great amount of key lime pie influence, and that's what we want. It's it's unfortunate sometimes when one parent will dominate the cross so much you really don't see any influence. This is certainly not the case with the key lime pie stuff. You're going to see tons of key lime pie phenos, tons of hybrid phenos, tons of good stuff in there. So yeah, don't feel like you're missing out on the key lime pie terps by going with one of the hybrids. You're still going to probably see 2 or 3 phenos that are going to be very key lime dominated. So you may find a key lime pie and the hybrid of your choice. So can't really go wrong here, guys.
All right. Are there any rare phenos to keep an eye out for? I'm not sure.
Yep, there are. So with the sewer fruit, we really like the phenos that smell like durian. Anyone who's had durian fruit, durian is called the king of fruits. It's one of the most offensive fruits.
100%.
Known to man. You literally can't bring it on a plane. It's like
No,
so
you can't.
funky.
Yep.
And that's where the sewer fruit draws its name from. So
Okay.
look for the durian terps. Yeah, it is offensive and it is loud, but if you can handle it, I recommend hunting the durian pheno of the sewer fruit. It's an absolute pleasure to grow, pleasure to wash. She does upwards of 6% to rosin, so massive yields both in flower and concentrates, and just crazy unique funky tropical fruit flavors in that one. So, and obviously the broke the mouth, there's going to be some absolutely just standouts in that line as well. So I can't pinpoint one particular kind of standout pheno in that line, but there's just several that you're going to want to hunt through on that. So those two, I'll mention the phenos. Everything else, we really recommend that kind of breed standard 50-50 half mom, half dad pheno. That's what kind of we select for, and that's the one that we typically put on the photo. So that's what I'll say about selection.
All right. So how many do we have left to talk about? I'm curious because I'm going to try to get to everybody's questions at the same time. But
yeah, let's see.
Do we want to?
We haven't done lime. We haven't done key lime sundae, icebox envy, or honey peach pie.
All right. Let's talk about those 3, and then I'll get to the rest of the questions. Yep. Only because we're starting to push like 50 minutes right now, and I know I have some. We'll try to get everything in tonight, and then we'll do the giveaways, and then I'll get to the rest of your guys' questions as quickly as possible. If I have to keep them a couple extra minutes so we can get through everybody's question, we'll see if that's as long as that's cool with them.
Yep, not a problem.
Okay.
So yeah, the honey peach pie. Honey peach pie features the honey banana clone. Dark, have you ever had the honey banana?
I love the honey banana.
It's fire.
Yeah, Can of Research works with the honey banana too.
Yeah, a lot of people have got the clone. I feel like it's making its way around more and more. This is something I've been looking for. The honey banana clone I tried first in concentrate form back in, I want to say 2019 in Colorado. So it's been several years. I've been on the hunt for this strain. I've looked high and low and have got a few fakes that were supposed to be honey banana in the meantime. But yeah, finally got the clone in a trade with a good friend of mine, and this is the first hybrid that we're kind of bringing to market, but just absolutely amazing flavors. The honey banana has some of the most unique terps, the most flavorful. It's just an absolute superstar of a plant, and the honey peach pie is right along with it. I mean, take those crazy honey banana flavors, mix them with lime, and it almost converted it into like this white peach flavor too. It's very peach forward. So peaches, limes, bananas, cream, cushiness. This one, I know I've kind of said it, but This one, again, has just a ton of qualities that are going to make both concentrate people and flower guys extremely excited. This was one of our best washers from the line, too. So solventless hash producers already know the honey banana is the winner in the solventless community. So this is going to be one that's highly sought after, and it's quite limited in numbers, too. I think I have 9 packs left.
Okay.
So all the wholesale packs are spoken for. I maybe have 9 packs left on our website, but so this is one that's going to go really fast, and people are going to be bummed if they missed out on it. So if you're a hash guy, you like cool flavors, you do solventless hash production, get yourself the honey peach and get it soon.
Get it soon. There's a code right there, you guys. Just pointing it out. You guys could actually save yourself 15%.
There you go.
Go to the site. The site's right there. Grab a box set. Grab everything while you're at it. The whole box set. So what's
the box set is, I mean, it's a crazy good deal. I don't see any other breeders doing a set like this. It's 12 packs. You're essentially getting less than wholesale pricing on the whole set. Yeah, you get an exclusive strain that's unavailable anywhere else. It's just, you get a crazy cool mood mat, dab rig coaster. It's kind of the best deal going in the industry.
It is.
It's a really
good deal.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
12 packs. So scoop those things up because they are limited edition. Once they're gone, they're gone. And they always sell out, and I always get DMs about how can I get more box sets? How can I get that box set? How can I get that box set? And
I've done it before.
These things are limited edition, guys. I'm not just saying that. They truly are limited. Once they're gone, they're gone. That's it. So do yourself a favor, scoop one today and get 25% off or 15% off.
15% off. Go.
15%. You're already getting less than wholesale prices. So 15% more off. I mean, you can start a seed bank with those prices.
Right? I'm just saying, go grab them up. They're there.
Beyond that, we got the Key Lime Sundae. This is another one of the bonus packs. So this is available in a full-size pack, only in the box sets. So you won't see them like this. You may just see a disc with a sticker on it. That's the one that would be included free with purchase. But we give you a full-size pack with the strain information, the photo, and everything in the box set. So another cool reason to grab the box. But this strain features a cross of Sin Mint Sundae. Sin Mint Sundae is ice cream cake crossed to Sin Mint cookies. And then we took that and crossed it to the Key Lime Pie. So again, big, bold, colorful flowers, awesome colors, very dense buds. This is a extremely commercially viable one. Great for commercial flower cultivators. It has a 65% indica ratio, 35% sativa, so it's going to be fairly heavy and indica dominated. Flavors and smells are cake, lime, gas, funk, and cream. So another really good one. Again, great yields. This would be a good one to go outside as well. Just extremely vigorous plant, great structure, huge yields. So you would do really well with that girl outside. And then finally, we got the Icebox Envy. Last but not least, Icebox Envy features the Jealousy BX from Sea Junkie and Mints crossed to the Key Lime Pie. So again, just another one that has, very, very commercially viable, big yields, a vigorous plant, not a midget by any means. Some of these other ones can be a little bit smaller. This is not one of those ones. This one's going to grow fast and with good yields. Also has those really nice rock hard purple colorful buds from the Jealousy that people really, really like. Yeah. Both consumers and buyers, everyone loves that. This is also probably the highest THC cross in the lineup. So if you're a THC kind of hunter, this is going to be a good one for you. Flavors and smells on this one are going to be Kush, lime gelato, funk, sherbet. Let me check my notes too. Yep, cream, funky chem, cookies, sour diesel. So lots of great flavors to be found in that line as well. And again, this one could be just as good for solventless hash production as flour production. So don't sleep on it for hash either. Just a great all-around plant. That one probably is the most well-rounded of the releases. Probably checks all the boxes very well. Could be, you know, ran for flour production, ran for concentrate production, ran for, you know, just for sheer beauty. It's just an all-around great plant that kind of checks all those boxes for people.
All right, so that's the rundown of the whole lineup that we dropped, guys. Like I said, they're on the site. You guys could go use that code. The box sets are on the site as well. And we got about 5 minutes left. So I'm going to get to these guys' questions, and I'll get the giveaways in here. Let me try to get through. So when you do selections, what's average number for you doing your selections from? And I think there's a second part to it. Did you select your own apples and bananas in the Lime Foot cross, the Wine Foot, or did you use the clone? Same person asked both questions.
Yeah, so the apples and bananas cut it was the clone. It comes directly from Chris of Compound. Yeah, the one that made the strain popular. So yeah, it's the legitimate apples and bananas. It wasn't a selection from seed that didn't have those unique profiles. So definitely a legit one. As far as number of selections, that will kind of depend on the number of crosses in the line, how much space we have. Like, a lot goes into that answer. I can't give you a definitive, we hunt 10 of each, or, you know, it could be 20, it could be 30, it could be 40. It really depends. Oh, yeah, that Florida. The OG.
Yeah, the OG. Yep.
Going to do great down in Florida, too.
All right, what's up?
Like the high humidity.
Oh, shit, what's up? How you been? All that's green? Shit, I haven't seen you in a minute. My entire pack of Showgirls, United Keepers, Blueberry Cherry Gas, Guava Margarita.
Fuck yeah.
Lineage, okay, I think you might have just came in, so the lineage
of the Key Lime Pie is a clone-only strain with mysterious lineage. It's claimed to be a Girl Scout cookie S1 random recessive trait pheno, but there's no solidified proof one way or another. It's also been rumored to be a pheno of the green sherbet from Northern California. It's also been rumored to be the mother to the Skittles, a sister to the Skittles. So a lot of controversy. I think the one thing we can all agree on is it's fucking dank.
There you go.
Truly special.
And whoever asked that question, guess what? When this live's over, you can go back and watch the beginning of it because we got into detail about it then. So you can go back and watch it. Only because we're running out of time. And also, you asked the same question. We already talked about it. I'm just going to let you know. Colt 6, you can go back and actually watch this. Watch the beginning of it. We touched on all that.
Yep. Feel free to DM me if there's anything I didn't touch on that you're looking for. But, yeah, we definitely touched on those.
Honey banana, peaches in the summer.
The
honey banana crop.
I felt like that clone was held really, really tight, and then once it got out, it's out now, and people are super stoked on it. We got a few more hybrids with it coming. I know DNA Genetics did a whole seed line where they reversed it and did a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So people are definitely working it. We're stoked that we got the real deal, and yeah, the crosses came out awesome. I saw a few people saying that they didn't see the uniqueness carry over into the progeny. I call absolute bullshit. She seemed extremely dominant in the cross. We saw like mostly honey banana dominant phenos. So I don't know if maybe there is a fake going around, but we certainly got the legit.
Do you ever calculate keeper ratios with your strains?
No, a keeper for me as a breeder is slightly different than the average grower. So while we guarantee a keeper in every single pack, me as a breeder, I like to pop several packs to look for, just to go a little bit deeper into the genetic library to find something that fits the goals that I'm looking for that selection. So it may be different.
All right, I'm going to pull up the giveaway tool. If you want to hang out, we have 3 giveaways to do right now for you guys. So 2, I see a lot of you guys, the sewer fruit. So he actually sent 2 sewer fruits. and one of the blue lime pie. So, and what I'll do is because one person will get this with it, but it'll be random. So one of the three you guys, it just makes it easier for me when I go to pack your orders, whoever won, just to grab it out. So, you know, 1 in 3 chance. One of you guys will get this right here. And we're going to do 3 giveaways. So, and any more questions you guys have, feel free right now. Feel free to ask away. I think it looks like we got through all the questions. We're actually pretty good time. So let me pull this giveaway tool up. I'll make it real easy, and we'll just do it 3 times in a row. We'll do Sin City. So, and let me put this up. It's going to shrink us a little bit. Let me put this up on the screen. Hold on. Share screen. Giveaway tool. All right, so all you guys have to do, I'm not going to use a different hashtag. I'm going to use only that hashtag. So basically, if you guys want a chance to win, you don't have to do it more than once. Put the hashtag in. I'll give you guys like, you know, a minute to a minute and a half because I have the next guest in here already. I know he's been waiting a minute. So I will spin it back 3 times in a row. Just make sure that you guys let me know you're here if you win. And I'm going to make it random. I'm not even going to tell you guys. So just know 2 of you guys will get the sewer fruit. 1 of you guys will get the lime pie, the blue lime pie. That's how I'll do it. But you know you're going to get 1 of these 3 packs. 1 of you guys, like I said, will get the mood net. You know, 1 of you guys will get that because he threw that in there. And I'll make sure you guys get the slaps, all that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll tell you guys
we went with mood mats this time instead of more stickers. I know we've kind of done a shitload of stickers over the past few years, so we thought we'd do something a little more kind of unique for the people.
I like it, man. I like the back of it a lot.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah,
right?
make sure to do it dual-sided. That way, God forbid you're not feeling the key lime pie anymore, you can flip it over. And
I mean, I almost should have kept, no. Yeah, no, I like it. I got a whole bunch of these over here ready for me to wait. So, but so you guys can see the number, just so you guys know, there's 79 entries so far. I will tell you guys this: there's 132 people watching, because on my screen I can see the people in Twitch, I can see the people in YouTube and on X. So 132 of you guys in here. If you guys are in here, all you have to do is put up that hashtag for a chance to win 1 of these packs. It's cool. Like, I'm not going to twist anybody's arm, but like I said, there's 132 people in here and there is 83 entries. So my clock says 103 right now. It means we've been on 1 hour and 3 minutes with Don. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute. If you guys want to be entered into this, you guys have to put in the hashtag Sin City. I'm going to do it 3 times in a row. We'll get 3 winners, and then I'm going to let Don go. So give you guys 1 more minute.
don't be scared of that durian.
Oh, shit.
It's loud, but nothing to be scared of.
All right, I see you in here now. I see you. I see you. What up? All right, I'm going to take this down so you guys can see us. You guys continue with the hashtag. But like I said, we're going to spin it here in a minute. Oh, it just shrunk. Why did it do it to the screen? Huh. Well. Oh, they switched there. Everything's whatever. It's cool. We'll be like this for a minute, I guess. All right, 5 seconds, y'all. All right, here we go. I'm going to do it 3 times in a row. We got 90 entries. I guess some people didn't want to enter. All good. 136 people, 90 entries. Here we go.
Yeah,
I'm going to spin it.
If you're not a grower, save them for somebody who's actually going to grow them.
100%, man. I appreciate you guys for that. So here we go. Good luck. Good luck. Actually, let me put this back on the screen now.
Yep. Good luck, everybody. Congrats to the winners. And yeah, if you guys got any more questions, like I said, feel free to reach out directly. I got you.
All right, Kevin in Mass. Kevin in Mass. I'm gonna write you down.
Congrats, Kev.
What I'm gonna have you do is either if you're not on Instagram and you could just DM me there, I will give you an email. Here, let me type the email in real quick. And this way you could just send me an email if you're not on Instagram and don't follow me there. All right, so here is where, what up, in-house? I got to say it every time. In-house, in the motherfucking house. What up? All right, so that's it right there. And we're going to do it back one more time. So, actually, let me write this down. My bad. Here's Kevin in Mass. All right, I'm going to spin it right back, guys. Here we go. Winner number 2 coming up. Zoo. All right, let's go. Congrats. You won. You saying congrats, and you're the one who won.
Congrats.
Good karma right there. All right, Zoo, I got you. You know where to hit me up. And we're going to do it one more time. One more time. All right, any 20. Same with you. If you're not on Instagram, you could shoot me an email. I'll throw it back up there one more time. Let me write your name down. Let me get this off the screen. Get us back up here. All right, brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Hell
Appreciate
yeah.
all you guys joining us and taking the time to ask questions and learn more about our genetics. Yeah, we appreciate each and every one of you. Hope to do this again next time.
Absolutely. You already know. You coming back? No doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Hour and a half
Thanks.
next time, bro.
Yeah, let's do it. Thanks, brother.
All right,
Have a great day.
All right, mother. Bro, have a good night. All right, so we got the next guest coming up here, guys. I am going to throw the email back up just so you guys can see it if you need it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this up. It'll give me like 30 seconds. I'm going to bring him up, but just give me 1 minute. I actually need to go grab a cup of coffee. So let me put this media assist thing on. It's literally just a little loop. So I'll be back in 30, 60 seconds, 1 minute max. I'm going to throw this up for a second. All right. We back. Let me get back over here. Where are we at? All right, here we go. All right. Yeah, shout out to Sin City, man. Appreciate him as always. Shout out to everybody else in here. And here we go. Timer wasn't long enough. I needed more time. I'm going to bring up our next guest here tonight, guys. I'm going to bring him up here right now. So this is Mystery Man Genetics, otherwise known as Hemp Days Farm. And here we go. I'm going to bring you up right now. There we go.
Hey, what's up?
What is up? What is up? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing this evening?
I'm well. Let me get this. Hold on one sec. Trying to figure. Oh, there it is. I like us to be, bigger.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't you introduce yourself? Let's start there.
On X, I'm known as Big Sweet Leaf 1978, and on Instagram, I'm known as Hinton Days Farm, and I'm the owner of Mystery Man Genetics.
All right, let's go. All right, so we actually got some packs from him. I know we're probably going to give away at least one of these packs, maybe two, probably one, maybe two tonight. And so he does autos. So this is going to be a really good time for you guys to ask about autos. That's what we received. So it'll be feminized autos. We could talk about these two strains. Let's talk about the two strains that are here.
Right, and I've got others that are up and coming as well.
Okay. We can start with the Greasy Hammer, since we got Pop and Beans called it out already. Because one of the ones is going to be the Greasy Hammer right here.
All right, Greasy Hammer is Jinx Proof Genetics 9-pound hammer auto crossed with Atlas's. Shout out to Atlas. Grease Gun Auto.
Yeah, Atlas is out of Canada. Those guys actually I've talked to a few times. They do a lot of autos. And so I actually see a question. I'm going to throw the questions up on the screen as they come in. That are
Sure.
And this one is, you can see it on the screen, but I'll read them out. Why did you choose to do autos? Good question.
The reason I chose to do autos is there's a ton of photofilm genetics out there and regular photogenetics that are out there. As far as selections of autos, some seed banks have some seed banks have some, but there's not like a huge variety. And as far as making crosses on autos, it's a lot easier. You don't have to do a lot of selection, because I mean it's pretty much set in stone what you're going to get. You're going to end up with a little bit difference in height. Some are going to be taller, some are going to be shorter. And as far as cultivation time, you're looking anywhere from 60 to 120 days. So you can pull off 3, if not 4 rounds, depending on your location. Because I know some people have longer grower period and some people have a shorter grower period, depending on where you're located at.
So you're saying, okay, so these for instance are 60 to 75 days on the Greasy Hammer, and
Correct.
I see somebody asking. So so they're all the Greasy Hammer are auto regs.
Correct.
And the other one that we'll speak about, the Caramel Caramel, wherever you're from, however you say it, those are going to be feminized autos. So he actually does both. So auto regs and feminized autos, both.
Right.
Auto
regs. The Jinx Proof Genetics. Well, no, wait a minute. Let me think. The Jinx Proof Genetics 9-pound hammer was already a feminized auto, and I like the look of it, and I like the terps that came with it.
Okay.
And as far as the Greasy Hammer, I really like the terps that came with that. And I had a pack of autos that I ended up popping them, and then come to find out, I ended up with one that was a male. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to save the pollen out of this and cross it to the 9-pound hammer and see what I end up with. And I ended up with a beautiful cultivar. And that's why I call it auto regs, because you could end up with all autos, or you could end up with some males that pop out of there.
Okay. So they're not feminized, basically. I mean, same thing with regular seeds in general and feminized seeds in general.
But you've got 30 to 40% chance that you might end up with some auto phenos out of there.
Okay, so but these are all autos though, right? Like they
Yeah.
are auto regs, but they're autos though, correct?
Right.
But you're
So
saying
it's gonna instantly either end up being a male or it's gonna end up instantly being a female. They will flower on their own under an 18:6 time span. Or if you run your lights 24 hours.
okay. So the regs will be either male or female, basically. The feminized will be femmes.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And
So
yeah,
if you choose to reverse one, if you end up with a film and you choose to reverse it, when it comes time to reverse it, then you're going to end up with feminized pollen out of it.
right, correct. Yeah. Whether it's auto or not, that's gotcha. Just so that we're on the same page.
Yeah.
All right. So have you done any CBD auto work?
Have I done any CBD auto work? No, not as of yet. Even though I know CBD, the CBN, and all the new factors that they're finding as far as hemp and as far as available things to be able to get from cannabis and then things to be able to get from hemp themselves. Because I know some full-fledged cannabis cultivars have anywhere from 2 to 5% CBD in them. And CBD is very beneficial. That slowly but surely they're doing research on it and finding out that it's beneficial for several different things.
CBD is very, but I mean, they use CBD. Yeah, that's 100%. All right, so I'm just gonna go over the questions. Let me see. What do we got? Cheers, yo. Okay, what are some of the common challenges growers face with growing autos? For instance, transplanting, cloning, etc. I'll touch on it a little bit too, but I'm gonna let you.
As far as cloning on an auto, it's kind of a waste of time because it's set in stone in the genetic makeup of it when it's going to flower. So even if you do a clone from a mom, it's still going to end up flowering the same time the mom's going to flower because it's in the genetic code. Let's see. As far as topping, some people say you can't top an auto flower and that it stresses it. As long you have a small window in there as to where you can top it and it won't stress the plant out, as to where if you top it at the wrong time, it's going to stunt the growth and it's going to lower your yield. You just have to grow a couple of autos or grow autos over time, and then you'll figure out exactly where that window is. As for me, as soon as I start seeing the white pistil hairs start to show up, I'll stop topping. But normally, if I'm going to top an auto, I'll top after the third or fourth node. And when I'm speaking of nodes, that'll be where your leaves are joining in or where a side branch is going to come out. You'll notice to start to come out a little bit. And usually after the third to the fourth node, you'll want to start topping. But when the white pistils do show up, you're going to want to stop because you're going to stress the plant out and you're going to lower your yield. Okay. Let's see. As far as transplanting, you can start them in a solo cup, or you can start them in a small little starter pot, or you can start them in the eco-friendly pots that deteriorate. As long as you keep usually when one gets probably 2 to 3 inches tall, you're going to want to transplant it because you don't want those roots to start getting bound up down in the bottom of that starter pot because that'll tend to stress it out and that can also stunt its growth.
Yeah. I feel like with autos, I'm no expert whatsoever. Like I've never even grown an auto, but I have had a lot of auto people come through. And the general thing that I hear is like don't transplant, like start it in the pot that it's going to be in. Because, they just only have so much time to grow is what, from my understanding, topping, I've heard like a little bit. I have had somebody come on that say they have topped it, but I've had a lot of people come on and say not to top it too.
Right. You can just do a regular main line. And if it's within the genetics that you're going to get several side branches off of it, then you wouldn't have to normally worry about topping. But it's good to do your research on the genetics.
Okay. And interesting on the cloning because you know, and I mean, what you're saying in theory makes sense. It does make sense. I hear a lot that you can't even, that autos are not really clonable, or I guess it's not worth it to clone them. So
It's not. It's a waste of your time to even try, because like I said, it's set in stone.
I love having the auto guys on because I really will call myself ignorant to it, and that's only because I just never really have grown autos. I feel like at one point in time, I was like almost on the anti, like buy a timer, just flip your plan, you know what I mean? But now, like doing this so long and realizing how far autos have come, I feel like it's a really good tool to have, especially in a limited space, or you know how quickly
it is. Or if you're wanting to pull off a multiple harvest while you're waiting on your photo films to finish out,
right?
You could pull off 2 to maybe 3 runs before your photo film is going to finish out. That way, you've got a reserve.
And that's
you can run them under the same light schedule as far as an 18.6.
Right.
And if you swap over to a 12.12 veg, it's not going to bother an auto one bit.
Yeah. I'll call her out, like Alski, you know, shout out to Alski if you're in here. She's come through, and she was one of the first people that was showing her grow. This is going back a long time now, and she was in DWC with autos, and I couldn't even like in DWC, autos will fucking actually, like, you know, get big.
Oh yeah.
Like I was pretty impressed. Like, not gonna lie, it stuck with me because I'll never forget. I was like, those are autos, and like I said, this is going back at least a year, maybe 2 years at this point. And seeing it in DWC, what autos can do, it's impressive because you don't really have the whole 90-day veg, whatever veg you do, you know, like, and then 70 days of flowers. So, like I say on your packs, 60 to 90 days on the feminized autos. That's from seed to finished, like that. Correct. Is that's where I find that the autos intrigue me more than anything, and that's why I start to work with people. And from
cracking that seed to 90 days, you've got finished flower that you're chopping down and you're drying out.
Okay, so what percentage of the offspring is full auto? And he's still back. This is the conversation we were talking about, the regs still on the auto regs. So he wants to know what percentage of the offspring would be full auto.
The percentage on the offspring that'll be full auto, you're looking probably, I would say 30 to 40%.
Okay.
It might be a little bit higher than that.
So they're going to find, so in your auto regs, they're going to find, we'll say 50% that are like non-autos. Is that?
They're gonna find 50% that are gonna be either. It's kind of like a photo. You're gonna end up with a certain percentage of males, and you're gonna end up with a certain percentage of females. I ended up with more females than I did males.
Okay. But on the percentage of the actual autos, like I'm not saying, like not on. I think their question more is like not really a male female question, but
as far as like which ones are going to end up being like a photo film, and then which ones are going to have the auto trait. The ones that are going to have the auto trait, you're looking 20 to 30% that you're going to end up with an auto in the genetics itself, because I ended up using a reg pollen against an auto. Versus if you were to use an auto film pollen against an auto film, you're guaranteed about 95, 96% chance. I mean, there's a very slim chance that it's not gonna end up being an auto. Because it takes a long time to lock in a set of genetics. It probably won't be in your time, right, your time or my lifetime, to where it's fully 100% stable.
Well, no, I get that, but I know that a lot of these lines, the auto guys, like like Sin City is a perfect example. We've had conversations ad nauseum because he just did the Blue Power. He did an auto collab with Night Owl. And we got into like, you know, the generations it needs to go out to be full auto compared to like fast flowering. And, you know, he'll always call out, well, you know, the fast flowering shit is a whole nother topic I'm not going to get into, like, just not. But yeah,
fast flower photo films, they're a totally different topic.
Yeah.
But I'm working on some of those as well.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand that, you know, just to be whatever, because of the conversation, if we're going to have auto regs on a pack, shouldn't it be like everything in there is going to be auto? I'm not
pretty much, but I wanted to make sure that the consumers and the customers themselves,
right,
if they end up getting a chance to where one, they're sitting there running their lights and they're going, hey man, this thing's not flowering, what's going on? I didn't want to kick myself.
No, I get it. I just want to make sure we're like, you know,
but it's going to end up going full auto.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I just want to make sure that everything, you know, if we, you know, when we give these packs out or whatever, I want people to be very very aware of what to expect type of thing. So I just want to make sure that if we're going to do a pack of auto regs, that if they say there's 10 seeds in here, I want to make sure that 90% of the seeds in here are going to be autos. Otherwise, you know, we should maybe, you know, like, change, you know, have auto, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I just, you know, I just want the consumer to be happy with what they get type of thing. I just want to make sure that, you know, if we're saying feminized autos, that they're all going to be femmes and they're all going to be autos type of thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. All right. So the OG 9-pound hammer is a photo, 100%. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about the fast flowering. So, okay, so the ones that aren't autos, like so if 70% are autos out of 10, right? So 7 out of 10 are autos. Will the other 3 be fast flowering? Like, is that what, like, have you found that at all? Or
I'll run into that. They'll end up being a fast flower photo film. But you'll have to change your light schedule in order for them to start flowering. But is it as far as your flowering time will be cut in half.
Okay, so that would be on a fast flowering strain. A full
Correct.
auto is going to obviously.
A full auto, it's going to automatically do its thing.
Okay. And yeah, so that's the conversation. Yeah, I've had many times Trap at least taken to an F4 on full autos. These are the conversations we have had, you know, in the past. So, all right, Jinx is cool. Subwoofer be cooler. Let's go. 9-pound hammer iPop was also regs. Yeah, that's sort of what. Oh, I don't know. So you didn't. Okay. Because we have a lot, you know, I always let people know, man, we have 100 people in here. A lot of these people are very educated on genetics. So I'm going to ask what Spooky asked. He said the 9-pound hammer I pop was also regs. Did he make an auto version? So was there an auto version from Jinx, or was the auto version from?
There was an auto version from Jinx Proof Genetics. You can find it on Seed Finder.
Okay.
Because if you run 9-pound hammer on there, Jinx is the first one that comes up.
Okay. I didn't know if he ever made autos or not.
He did.
I just don't know. So, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just putting up, you know, I'm going to put up the questions. All right. So I'm growing 9-pound hammer, only regs. All right. So autos typically get a bad rap for being leafy and less potent. Have you bred strains that prove this argument wrong?
Yes. The Caramel OG, for instance, it has a very good node spacing. Yeah, as far as your node spacing, you're looking probably 2 to 3 inches per node. And as far as leaves, as far as your foliage, it's not gonna have a lot of foliage, so you're not gonna have to defoliate a lot.
What up, 808? What up, my brother?
What's up, 808?
Okay. Have you ever grown Lowrider? Is that a strain of yours? Lowrider?
The lowrider? No, lowrider is not mine. I'm not going to claim that one. I've heard of it,
No,
and there's several banks that do have it.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah. Hey, just so everybody knows, this is the first. This is one of those purely organic. Like we've never actually. We talked for a second earlier, but we've never met. You know, this is like literally the first time that we're having interactions, and that's why I like to do it like this. I like it to be fully like we don't have a script. We don't even know what we're going to talk about. You know. And that's how tonight is. And it's really cool to have everybody come on, everybody out here, just so everybody's aware, man. These are the cool interactions that we have because, you know, we have no idea what we're going to talk about.
As far as cultivars that I have in my genetics vault, I have over 400 different cultivars to pick from in order to be able to make crosses from several different genetics creators, several different breeders.
Let's go. All right, there you go. Yep, top early. Stop once white hair show. There you go. See, this is how you guys get a good information on autos because, like I said, I self-admittedly am ignorant to it because, you know, in the pure sense of the word, because I just never really grown autos. You know, I just never really have. So I really appreciate when I have auto guys come on here because they've come so far at this point, and you know, they're like everybody should at least. I mean, myself included. I'm not gonna front, as they say. Myself included. I need to run some autos. I really do. Okay, so.
Well, you need to hang on to a pack of each, and you can run them yourself.
I know, no, definitely, man. I'm definitely. There's no doubt I'm gonna run some autos at some point soon. At least one, you know. At least fucking one. Like, there's no doubt because.
Depending upon what terps you're looking for, the Greasy Hammer itself, it has a sweet fruit terp. It also has, you've heard of the burnt rubber terp.
Yeah,
so like when you were riding your bike and you put your foot down and it get heated up and you'd be able to smell it, or if you're at the drag strip and you smell the burning rubber coming off of that drag car. And it also, it's very, it's like jet fuel terp.
Yeah,
a friend of mine. I had a friend of mine that tried it, and I'll put it to you this way: him and his wife, they had plans to go out and go have dinner, and it was like 6 o'clock at night, and they decided to enjoy a little bit of it, and those plans went out the window because they ended up waking up about noon the next day. So it's a heavy hitter.
Well, that's good. All right, so I'm going to skip your question, Lucky, for 1 second, only because this is why I like to we have so many different, you know, and he says you can't top or clone autos. It will most likely harm on you and start auto in forever pot. So, you know, like I said, Brandon, I don't know. But I like to hear what everybody has to say because that's, you know, shit. Nobody's right. I mean, there's
if you overstress an auto, it's gonna hurt, and it's gonna do the same thing with a photo film. It's gonna harm on you as well. If you stress it nutritionally, if you stress it as far as lighting, like when it's supposed to be the dark period, it's supposed to be 100% dark. You don't want any light getting in there whatsoever, whether it be the LED readouts that are coming off of your light controllers and stuff like that, or whether it be light leaks that are coming in through the tent, under a door, stuff like that.
Right. So you're saying on autos? Because I feel like to be, you know, to be like devil's advocate in a way, I feel like if the genetics are fucking solid, light leaks shouldn't really harm out anything. If the genetics are solid.
It shouldn't, but it can. Yeah. I'm not going to say that it can't.
You know, yeah, there's that. I'm just, yeah. This is like an opinion to an opinion to, but yeah, you know, everybody has a different opinion on certain things because people have had things happen to them. But I feel like genetics are a huge part of that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Especially with little things like light leaks, like a timer light, like shit like that. Like, I think, you know, it really does. A weaker genetics will do that. Genetics have been tested and, you know, ran and are solid. I feel like, well. Okay, so what breeders have motivated you to be a seed breeder? Are there any auto breeders that have inspired you?
As far as auto breeders that have inspired me, DNA Genetics for one. They've been in the game for a long time. They've got rock solid genetics. They put the work in and they've earned their stripes. Let's see. Let me think of some other auto breeders. You got Numbskull Genetics, which not a lot of people know him. He was in Alaska, but he ended up moving back to Hawaii. I've got just about every single thing that he put out in my genetics vault. Mephisto Genetics.
Yeah, Mephisto. Yeah.
He's put his work in. He's got a lot of great stuff out there. There's several others. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah. Night Owl.
Night Owl. Let's see. I can't think of anybody else right off the top of my head. I'm trying to go through everything that I have in my vault, and as far as like looking at it in my brain, and there's so much to pick from. You got Atlas seeds as well.
Atlas, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna move on because we got like 25. I told you the time will fly by. We only have 25 minutes left somehow.
You're cool.
Yeah, if you were to go to a competition for flavor, what strains that you bred would you enter? And what about potency? So I'm not sure what the potency question is, but maybe a strain that's one of your potent strains.
The Greasy Hammer I would go with as far as potency. And as far as flavor, I would go with the Caramel OG, because the Caramel OG has, as far as terps on it, you've got a sweet cream terp to it. And then you've also got the roasted caramel terp that comes along with it.
Shout out to Trent's Got a Garden. I appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. All right, Dark Lows exclusively. Stupid. Yo, my bad, Reverie. I saw your message, and I had just been so busy on the phone today. I didn't even have a chance to get back to you, bro. My fault. I'll check those messages. I just haven't really been, and there's other people too. It's real quick, just because I'm saying that to him. If I haven't seen your messages, it's just because I haven't been on Instagram much, man. I'm not trying to.
Super busy, man. I mean, we're lucky to be able to see you on Saturday night. You spend most of your time out of town.
Exactly, and I'm going back out of town on Sunday. So, Okay.
Woo, you talking in miles?
I am going back out of town. Going back down to see my girl down in Florida, the Florida girl.
You were saying something about that Saturday. That's last Saturday.
Yeah. All right. I hear all autos have a similar terp profile. Yeah, is that true from your plants? I don't think that's true. I mean, listen. No. I'm gonna say I don't think, I personally don't. From the people that I spoke to, and I hear people that grow autos all the time, that's not really anything that I've heard terp profile wise. But like he said,
as far as available terps, you're going to end up with the same available terps that are in your photo regs or your photo films as you will in autos. You're not limited.
Yeah. Listen, I'm Secret THC Garage. I see your guys' comments, and yeah. All right, creating autos uses Finola. Finola? The fuck's Finola? Creating autos uses Finola? Where do you source your Finola? I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry to laugh, but I've never heard of Finola before. I don't know. Okay. You? Finola?
No.
Okay. Just checking. Not ever laughing, bro.
And you can reverse an auto the same way you reverse a photo film. I brew my own colloidal silver. I don't go out and buy the colloidal silver. I brew it myself, and I end up with a higher ppm content.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Can you see the comments or no? Only the ones. Can you see the comments? Can you read them, or are they too small?
They're way too small for me.
All right.
Be able to read. I'm going to need your help on that part.
No, that's good. I'll answer some of them. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I'm trying to see. You can read them out to F5 to fully auto. Yeah, they say at least F4. Yeah, Armageddon. I don't know. So it's never selection. So okay, so there was never really a selection for auto. Someone said, I guess it was just you found the male, you hit the female. Basically, the male was the pollen donor. There wasn't really a hunt or anything like that.
Right. I was surprised when that one popped out because it automatically started. Just like a female will start putting on its flowers as far as an auto, the male started doing the same exact thing. So it had the auto trait in it already, but in the genetic makeup, it decided to flop towards a male. And it was out of a supposedly fully feminized pack.
Okay. Okay, I've created fast flowering. You've hit an auto.
And that's like the 3% chance out of the 100% that would have happened. So I was surprised.
Yeah, that's okay. Fast flower. You're all tripping, bro. Yeah, they would be okay. Okay.
As far as the caramel OG, it's 100%. It's 100% feminized. You're gonna end up with 98% females.
Wow, dude, these comments are fucking like I'm trying to get caught up, dude.
A lot faster comments than you're used to on a Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm just like listen, I agree with what these dudes are saying in the comments, but I sort of said it already, so there's no reason for me. I think it's like way back, I think it's like back to something that we were talking about like 2 minutes ago. So I'm just trying to get caught up, sort of.
You're cool. And on the caramel OG, the cross that I did for that was the cream de la Kim from Mephisto Genetics, which was an already auto feminized genetic. And then I crossed it to an Ethos OG. And if you go on Ethos site, shout out to Etho. He's another auto guy that I absolutely love his work. Great work. If you go on his, it won't be listed as an Etho OG. It will be listed as an OG Kush, but it's made by Etho.
Oh, the Ethos OG, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, where are we at? What do we got? We got 20. We got 19 minutes left, and then we got Stone City coming on tonight as well, guys. Yeah, boy. Let's go. Okay, so the night. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know if Jinx actually. They're saying that Jinx never did any autos. It might have been somebody. I mean, somebody obviously took a 9-hound hammer and made an auto with it. I don't know if Jinx ever made autos though.
I guarantee you. You go on finder.eu.
Okay.
And then look up 9-pound hammer. Jinx proof is going to pop up. When you look at the lineage, it will show you that it's Jinx.
Yeah, no, I know the 9-pound hammer is definitely Jinx proof. They're saying the auto version of it. Who did the auto version come from?
That was from Jinx.
Oh.
Jinx did an auto version of it too.
Okay. What do we got? Love you too, brother. What happened in dark? I just screwed. Oh, I just screwed. What's happened, Dark? I just screwed my first auto flowers. Let's go. It came out dope, especially the blue bourbon smash from Speedrun Genetics. Let's go. Let's go, top shelf. Grew. Yo, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I mean, my mind was a little bit like, what's this guy doing over here? But no, all good.
He was trying to change the ambiance, man. He was boosting the ambiance.
Okay, so man, these guys, I can't help, like, these guys are just okay. They said if you cross an auto to an auto, no matter if it's male or female, they should come out auto. If you cross a photo to an auto, you get fast flowers, is what they're saying. So
yeah, if you cross an auto to a regular photo film, you're going to end up, you've got a 10% chance that you're going to find the autoflower trait's going to pop out. That just happened with my Caramel Auto OG auto that I've got going right now. I ended up with 3 of them that ended up being autos already, feminized autos. So I'm doing an S1 on that. Back to the Caramel OG auto. so I can lock down the feminized auto.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. So we didn't even talk about that. So the caramel OG, the lineage. Oh, I know you brought up the ether. Oh, you did talk about it, but not the creme de la creme. I don't even remember us talking about the creme de la creme. So the creme de la creme, creme de la creme. So who did that come from?
That's from Mephisto.
Oh, that's
straight up from Mephisto. He's the one that created the creme de la creme.
Okay, nice. Okay. And then Ethos OG, which is an OG.
Which is an OG Kush made by Etho. His version of it.
Okay. And these are femme, so it's gonna be femme de femme.
Right. You're gonna end up with 90, you're gonna end up with a 98% germination rate, and they're all gonna be auto femmes. Out of all the testers that I've run and testers that I've sent out to other people, everybody's been pleased with it. And that one and the Greasy Hammer, when they're in flower and you're getting close to the end, 3 to 4 weeks before the time is up, you're going to want to start lowering your temperatures probably 2 to 3 degrees per night until you get between 60 and 65 degrees. When you do that, it's going to bring out the colors in it. And the caramel OG itself, it goes from a red to a yellow to a purple. And you're going to end up with a dark royal purple leaf. And the flowers themselves will do the same thing. Now, on the Greasy Hammer, you're going to end up with oranges, reds, yellows, and purple hues in the leaves. And it's going to end up in the flower as well. Right. Beautiful plants.
I've topped autos. Okay. Oh, everybody's topped autos. I see all you guys. That's what I said. I've heard, and obviously, yes, you know, autos I've heard you can top for sure. Like, that's something we did talk about. At one time, I had people come on and say you couldn't. And now we're at the point where I think we're a little further along. And I have a lot of people that say they do top autos. And that's where I'm at in your guys' comments, just so you know.
Yeah, you can top autos. But you have a small window when you can start topping. Usually, like I said, after third to fourth node, you can start topping. But once you start seeing it start putting on its white pistils, which you're going to want to use your jeweler's lube or your jeweler's glasses to be able to look and make sure and see when those pistils start coming out, stop. Because then all you're going to do is just stress the plant. You're going to stun its growth, and you're not going to end up with a good yield out of it. Now, you can have autos that get 2.5 feet tall. You can have ones that get 3 feet tall. I mean, and if you do it right, you can end up with one that's 6.5 feet tall. It just depends on how you train it.
Yeah, and if you, like I said, DWC, I highly recommend if you guys are in DWC, try an auto. Because, I mean, hey, we all know Oski, right? Like I said, shout out to Oski, whatever you want to call her. She killed it with the autos in DWC. That's the biggest. Those are the biggest autos that I personally seen was growing in DWC. So, all right, where are we at? That's why I can't. Here.
I will say that the Greasy Hammer is a heavy feeder. She loves to eat when it comes to newts.
We have 105 people in here. Thank you. So yeah. We have 105, 98 on YouTube, and some people on X. So there's 107 people in here, actually. Yeah. Let's go. Share it, like it, do all that good stuff. And I see Stone City in here. We got about 12 minutes left.
All right.
Yeah, I got you 12 minutes, Stone City. You hear me, right? You hear me? All right, cool. You guys can't see him, but I can see him.
I know when you were in Sin City, I could hear everything that y'all had going on.
Okay.
Yeah. I was having fun listening to it.
Okay. Everything I've grown from him has been amazing. Not one problem with any of them. I'm not sure who you're talking about, CR. Is that someone that you know, or I'm not sure who he's talking about. Hi, everyone from Pizza Man. Hi, everyone from New York State. What up, Romies? Let's go. He's in Canada, but has. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about somebody else. My bad. Cheers from Long LI Pizza Man.
Long Island.
What up, Lone Trees, the homie?
My son stayed in Long Island for about 2 to 3 years.
So
But
you
then
make
ended up
your
moving
own.
back.
You make your own silver. Is that what you said earlier?
Yes,
Or-
I brew my own colloidal silver. It's basically um, anybody can do it at home. You can YouTube how to do it. I've got a follower that's a follower of mine that's on X that's up in Canada. He's deep into the science side of cannabis. And basically, you get 2 silver ingots. You'll have 2 separate bars, and then you'll have 4 alligator clamps, 2 lead wires, and 4 9-volt batteries. If you take your alligator clamps and you put them on the end of your wires, you'll have 1 black lead, 1 red lead. You can do it with a quart jar, or you can do it with a gallon, just depending on how much you want to brew. You're going to want to use distilled water. You'll take your silver bars, you put them on the end of your clamps. You're not going to want the clamps themselves to touch the water. The only thing that you want to be down in the water is the silver bars themselves. And then you take your 4 9-volt batteries, you'll plug them all together. You'll clip onto your positive side, clip onto your negative side. Do not let the silver bars themselves touch.
Let's go. I like it.
And basically what you're doing is the same thing that they do in electroplating. You're having an exchange from one silver plate to another silver plate in the distilled water. And you're going to have 6 to 8 hour brew time. And you're going to notice the water to go from clear to kind of a smoky gray. And then you'll see kind of a gray sludge on the bottom. The gray sludge on the bottom is the exchange rate that's going back and forth between those 2 silver plates. And those are the silver ions that have settled into the bottom of the jar. So after your 8 hour brew time is over, you'll take your 2 silver plates out. You'll still have plenty left on it because all it's been doing is exchanging back and forth. And then you've had silver ions that have fallen off. Set all that aside. You can clean your plates up with normal soap and water. You're not going to want to use a silver cleaner on it because you're not going to want any other chemicals to be in the mix. You'll take another quart jar, and you can take a coffee filter, just like the ones you would use in a Keurig, and a funnel, and then you'll put your filter inside your funnel. You'll pour from one jar to the other jar, slowly pouring. You'll still end up with some gray sludge in the bottom. The gray sludge in the bottom, you can add more distilled water to it, shake it up. But when you store it, you're going to want to store it in a cool, dark place because the more light that gets to it, it's going to diminish the silver content that is within inside that water. Now, when you put it in a spray bottle, and you're only going to want to spray the flower sites where your flowers are going to pop up, because basically what you're doing is you're causing that plant to harm. But the pollen pods that it is putting on is feminized pollen, or you end up with feminized autopollen. But when you're spraying it, you're going to want to wear a particle mask because you're releasing silver ions into the air. And if you inhale too much silver, you're going to end up with silver sickness, and your skin's going to end up turning blue. And it's eventually going to kill you.
Let's go.
But you'll end up with a higher ppm of silver content inside that water than you can buy on the market. Mine is anywhere from 600 to 800 parts per million. As far as buying it online, the highest you're going to get is 400 to 500 parts per million. When you can brew it yourself. Or you can get an STS kit and make an STS spray.
It sounds like it's a little bit, if I could turn blue, I think I'm just going to buy the shit.
Well, I mean, you'll end up the same way if you don't wear a particle mask when you spray.
I'm just fucking with you, Bill. I'm just kidding. It just sounds it was an entertaining breakdown.
If you Google it, you'll see where people have gotten silver sickness and their skin has turned blue because they've ingested it.
Yeah, it's totally bad for you. It's not good for you at all.
No. But what it does is it's a chemical exchange that happens inside the plant.
It's like the pipes, the pipes that fucking my buddies blow and the bullet and they use silver in that, and fucking the silver and gold, they use gold too, like precious metals. That shit like will fucking take years off your life and shit. Really bad. Yeah, for real. All right, so there's no way to tell. Okay, these guys are still in the autos.
That's kind of a quick rundown on how I do my Kalua silver.
Yeah, no,
And if anybody contacts me, I can walk them through it step by step if they want to save money in the long run. Because just for, say, 16 ounces of it, online, you're going to pay anywhere from $40 to $60. And if you go get a jug of distilled water from Walmart or wherever you shop, Sam's, Target, wherever, and then the 2 silver bars, I mean, it's a no-brainer. You're going to save money in the long run, and you can brew as much as you want when you want, because it only lasts 4 to 6 months. After 6 months, most of the silver itself has deteriorated in the water, and you're going to end up having to use twice as much.
Okay, so where can they see photos of your work? Any cultivars besides the 2 mentioned so far?
You know how Instagram is. Instagram's been popping a lot of people and taking their stuff down. So I don't have anything posted on Instagram. If you go on my X profile at Big Sweet Leaf, Big Sweet Leaf 7, Big Sweet Leaf 70 or Big Sweet Leaf 1978. And look for my logo, which is the same logo that's on the seed packet. If you contact me as through a DM, I'll be glad to send you photos of the Greasy Hammer itself, and I'll be glad to send you photos of the Caramel OG itself.
All right, perfect. Yeah, no, I wasn't saying it was. Yeah, it was just funny. It was just it's just a trip, man. Okay, so UFO in the house. Shout out to UFO. Let's go. What up? What up? What up, my brother? Yo, UFO. I sent you a message. I sent you a message, a text the other day, UFO. Check your messages, bro. Check your messages, fool. All right, I'd say
He's
more.
busy like you.
All right, what else? What else? We need to remember. Yeah. Realest one. Facts. I'm sure there's been a few comments in there. That one photo. What ppm is your target? What ppm is your target ppm, and how many sprays a day and week on the silver?
On the silver, you're going to want to spray at least twice a day. Once when lights are on, and once before lights go off. That way, because you're going to be running lower temperatures at night, the plant itself has more of a chance to soak it up. And if you end up catching some of the foliage, you're going to end up seeing little bitty silvery white spots, residue that are on the leaves. That's why I said you want to mainly focus on the flower sites themselves, because the more silver you end up getting on the foliage itself is going to wrinkle up, and it's not going to want to absorb the light. And you're going to want to do it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks is perfectly long, and it's absorbed enough silver in the genetic makeup of that plant and to cause it to reverse and start putting on feminized pollen sacs and creating feminized pollen.
Okay, what do we got? We got a minute left. What do we got?
If you want to give away a couple of packs, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, let's do a couple. We're gonna do a giveaway. However many packs we have.
It's up to you.
I have 6 packs total. I mean, we give away 1 of each. 2, it's up to you. It's up to you. Hey, they're yours. Up to you. You send them to me. If you want me to, I'll give away 2 or 3
If you want to
packs.
give away 1 of the caramel and 1 of the Greasy Hammer, I'm cool with that.
All right, let's go. All right. We're gonna give away a pack of each of these guys.
And as far as the ppm,
Oh
Like I
man.
said, the brew of my ppms on my colloidal silver is anywhere from 800 to 1,000 ppm. That's plenty of enough silver. Anywhere between that right there, and if you've got, as far as a ppm meter, once you do your brew and you get done, you can stick your ppm meter down in there, and it'll tell you how many parts per million you have in your silver.
You seen it? All right, UFO. All right. All right. I'm like, yep, UFO the man. Let's go. All right, I'm caught up. All right, we're gonna give out these packs, and then I'm gonna get Stone. Stone City in here, guys. And then we got one more hour. One more hour. Shout out to Sin City for hour number 1.
And Sin City themselves, they got some stellar genetics.
Oh, for sure, dude. He puts a lot of work. Yeah, a lot of work.
He does. He puts a lot of work in.
Yeah. All right, let's do. What are we gonna do? We'll just do here. Wait. Damn, I'm just gonna do dark. I'm just gonna do mine right here. We'll just make it easy for you guys. If you guys want to be entered, I'm gonna put this hashtag up. All right. Don't enter if you're gonna win. You know what I mean? Only enter if you guys are gonna grow this stuff out. If you're not, like I said, like we said with Sin City, you know what I mean? Don't even put the hashtag in. So, but if you are, there's the hashtag. I'm gonna make it real easy for you guys. 2 giveaways. Hashtag dark. I'm gonna spin it back to back like I did on the other one, and then we're gonna get Stone City up in here for the last hour. Let's go.
And if I have a photo film that I want to turn into an auto, I have Siberian Rudialis seeds. I've got the feminized version, and I have the photo period version as well, as far as the regulars. So I can take any photo film and turn it into an auto. And as far as the Rudialis, there's several different areas in the world to where this only grows, and it's in areas to where they have short growing periods. Nature itself has genetically made that cultivar to where it has that short, it has it genetically made up in it that it knows that it's time to flower.
All right. I'm gonna give you guys like 5 more seconds, man. We got Stone City in here. We're gonna do the 2 giveaways. We got 35 entries. Let me see how many. We got 105 people in here. 35 entries. So it's all good. I'm gonna give you guys 20 more seconds. So run it. Hashtag it if you guys want. Otherwise, I'm gonna spin it.
And if anybody's on Instagram, feel free and give me a follow. DM me with any of your questions. Hemp Days Farm 2021. I'll be glad to answer any of your questions and update you on new drops that I'll have as far as upcoming cultivars that I'm working on right now.
Let's go. All right, guys. I am going to spin it. You ready? Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck, everybody.
What do we got? 39. Anybody else? Anybody else? 39. So, all right. I think everybody's in that wants to be in. Here we go. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Bam. Oh, wait. I got to put it on the screen. Ah, man. My bad. Hold on. I'm going to have to redo it. Wait.
It's all right, Dark. You got a lot going on, buddy.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to get it up. I forgot to put it on the screen, and
That's all right.
Let's see there. Here we go. Bam.
There we
Good
go.
luck. All right, J Buds. J Buds.
Congratulations.
J Buds. All right, J Buds. I'm gonna spin it right back. Here we go. Good luck. J Buds. Hit me up on Instagram, or I'll put the email back up again. So Dabzilla.
Congratulations, Dabzilla.
Dabzilla, I know you're on Instagram. Hit me up over there. J Buds. If you're on Instagram, just DM me tomorrow. Here's the email. If you don't have it, bam, there's the email. Get this off of here. Stop screen. I think we're already we are. We're past time. Take it. Chat at darkstargenetics.com. I'm taking it down. I'm going back to the chat. Take it. All right. And I am gonna say I appreciate you, brother. Nice meeting you.
It's been a pleasure. I appreciate everything that you do.
I appreciate you for coming on, brother, and I appreciate you for giving out a couple packs here. So,
no problem. Brother. I appreciate you having me.
You got it. I'm gonna bring Stone up right now. Let's go. Let's go.
Have a great rest of the night, man.
I appreciate you, bro. Let me get Stone up here. Here, I could actually get you off of here. There we go. Homie's laid out.
I'm waiting. I'm patiently waiting.
Let's go. All right, hey, I'm gonna leave. Here, I'm gonna put this up. So it gives me. I just need 1 minute, man. This way, you're not just sitting there looking at everybody. Everybody, I'm putting this up. 1 minute, I'll be back. 1 minute, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna put a countdown on, and we'll be right back. All right, there we go. Damn, why did it do that? Oh shit, I'll have to redo it. All right. Anyway, it wouldn't let me turn it off, y'all. That shit was like stuck. But we back. We back with Stone City in the house. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Hey man, like I said, I got a lot of people. We got people come through I've never met before. We give everybody the same opportunity to come through here.
Okay, I gotta
go. So moving on. Bam. Would you drink it over there?
Oh, just a little bit of cognac and a little lager just for the nerves. You know what I mean, big homie?
You know what? I think that I'm gonna break out one. I might even have one with you, man. I'm gonna break one out because I never, I'm gonna hold on. Cheers. Give me a little cheers. Let's go. But let's go.
Hey, okay.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Gotta do it. Let's go.
Nope. Hey, is that a lot?
I wish they had them in bottles, but they don't. So Cheers, my brother.
Cheers.
Let's go.
Oh.
All right. Moving on. Canola being the first most popular example of autoflower hemp. Yeah, masterclass, interesting. You know, listen, you already heard what I said, right? I only know what I know. Ignorant to autos. I'm not going to continue the auto conversation because that's not what he's here for. But you know, the reality is I only know what I've been told by breeders that have come on. Sin City is, you know, we've gotten into it about his collab with Night Owl. And I really do believe, I will say this though, you know, fast flowering. You know, I don't know what else to say except that I feel like fast flowering, you know, and this is just a little bit, I feel like, you know, to Mystery Man Genetics, like I said, you know, with you in here, if we're going to put something on a pack, and we're going to call something feminized autos or regular autos, I think everything should be an auto in the pack. That's all, you know. So I feel like, but that's something that could be considered, you know, you could turn that into a fast flowering if that's what's coming out of those packs. Maybe it's more fast flowering than autos. But, you know, my whole thing is as a business to the consumer, if I'm selling a pack of autos, I just feel like every seed in that pack should be an auto. You know, I'm not saying one can't be because, hey, even in a fem pack, you might get a reg sometimes, you know, you might get a mouse sometimes. But I feel like 99% of those should be, you know, 95% should be actual, you know, fully auto. So, but, you know, that's something that we, you know, it's, yeah. But anyway, moving on. Dark does this on every level. Cheers. Let's go. You don't do it and you chew it. Yo, Dark, I like that. Right? Yo, I'm just saying, you know, if I'm drinking, bro, it's got to be one of these babies right here. Look at the can. I'm just saying, look at the can. All right. So, all right. Let's, why don't you know, for anybody that doesn't know who you are, just give them a quick introduction of who you are, and we'll get into your new drop. You know, what we already did. We'll get into all that.
Most definitely, big homie. Well, I'm Stone City. I'm based out in California. I am privileged. This is going to be already, what, my third time?
Yeah.
So, coming into this, I was a bit nervous. You definitely made this a little bit of easier experience, you know what I mean? But breeding for a long time. No, I should say I've been growing for a long time. And as far as breeding, I transitioned to breeding, and now I'm doing just regular seeds, you know what I mean? And for anybody that knows me and knows my gear, you know, I try to strive and work hard and try to come out with the best genetics possible. And try to meet with a lot of people through social media, in person, going out to all these cubs. Trying to provide the general public with the best product available, or the best product that I could do, you know what I mean? But anybody that knows me knows I try to do good work, you know what I mean? And the people that don't know me just know I try to do good work. But again, thank you, big homie, for having me, and privilege. Let's get it rocking, you know what I mean? Let me know whatever.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And like, I'll tell you this, like, I have seen out of Chicago, Chi-Town Cannon Chica, like, I've seen her grow your gear, right?
Very blessed and fortunate to have her have the time and show the effort to actually grow my seeds. It's an honor. She's one of those people that she has a big following. And
yeah, no, for sure. I've known her for a long. I mean, you know, we know each other for a very long time now, and I do follow her. And this was a little while ago, but I know, like, you know, there were questions to the last guest. You know, where can we see pictures of your flower, like your genetics growing out and all that? And I can tell you this right now, like, you can go to Stone City's page and see a lot of this stuff growing out. I've seen a lot of people grow his gear. So, and his pricing is super fair. like what? Okay, so the drop that we did was what? The London pound cake. I can't even remember off the top of my head. What was it? The one that we have on the site already.
It is the Gushers times London pound cake, I believe, big homie. You got about 5 strains out there, and yeah. Hopefully they're doing well, at least on your website. And everybody out there who are listening to this, don't sleep on them. For next year, that is what I'm planning on doing. I don't know which way I'm going. It's either going to be towards the Gushers leaner or the London pound cake at 4. But for now, I think that's what has my attention. I got, like I said before, when I was on this live with Fresh Coast, he asked me. One of the things that was asked was, so what are you going to work on? What do you have planned for the future? And same shit today, big homie. I have no fucking clue. There's yeah in my vault that at this point it's like, look, I'm telling you what I'm gonna do for the near future. We're doing either London pound cake or Gushers or a London pound Gushers cross. But after that, no. But for next spring, big homie, I'm leaning towards the London pound cake F4s because I feel like it's done well. And I have a couple special packs from several well-known breeders that I think we're gonna have to get these crosses out there and see what they could do for the.
Let's go.
Oh,
yeah, the biggest of homies, Big Dark Pro Bong. I let's go. All right, so let's go to this. This is actually Vicarious. Yo, Vicarious coming back around is a happy day. Let me just say that. Shout out to Vicarious. So I have your sour diesel IBL. Will you talk a little bit about what went into making them?
So the sour diesel was the cut that I had, and then actually there's a couple cuts. As far as cuts, actual seeds from all over, but the seeds that I got are usually are from here. But I know the sour diesel isn't from around. I'm from Central California, Northern California. But real sour diesel, not original. That's an East Coast, Midwest, East Coast thing. So let everybody know. But yeah, that was an original. I worked with it, but sour diesel, East Coast sour diesel, to be more specific, is one of the older strains that I'm definitely will breed in the future. And that's what I try to focus in on is.
Wait, you're breaking up your mic. You're breaking up a little bit. I can't hear you. I don't know what it is.
Like that. No, but yeah, like the older strains, big homie, that's where I'm focusing in on. There's a lot of new good gear, good strains. A lot of people are pushing good stuff, but right now I try to focus in on maybe the older stuff. You know what I mean? Or like the stuff that the old school shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go through the questions, and I have some questions too. So, how do you determine when to harvest a seeded photo?
Okay, so it all depends. It depends on the strain. It depends on the condition. It depends where you live. It depends on a lot of factors. You gotta any other craft, you gotta pay attention to your plants. I've seen plants be done in 7.5 weeks. I've seen plants push all the way to almost 12 weeks. It depends on the plant. You could have. It just that's one of those questions. Too many variables to just tell you, oh, you got to look for this or you got to look for that. Pay attention to your plants. Look at the day. There you go. Hold on. Yeah, I had my own.
I'm just saying, I really like the cat. I like yeah.
Put the sticker on this and be like, not
yeah, my bad.
green. The conditions where you live at. I know a lot of like in Canada or the East, the far East, like New York, New Jersey, and all that. You guys, your plants get done outdoor hella quick. I've seen some plants be done in 7 weeks. You know what I mean? It just depends on the conditions. You know what I mean? But just Pay attention to your plants. What after we? What are those little the for me said it pixels? What are they called? Look at them. Like I don't need nothing fancy to look at them. Just look at them. Once they start turning that yellowish, whitish color, that's telltale sign. You know what I mean? If all of them start turning dark, it's over ripening. You know what I mean? So you just have to kind of just pay attention to it. You know what I mean? And then this is the other thing, big homie. Are you gonna smoke it? And that's what I mean by smoke it. Is it gonna be flour?
Or are you gonna wash it? Right. Yeah.
You're gonna wash
I mean,
it. You're gonna wash it.
You pick at different times for sure. Like, there's no doubt. At this point, you know, the guys that are actually washing, they don't want any amber. Like, they push it as far as they can. So, like, where you have like 5%, you know, like the littlest amber. Once you see the amber starting to come in a little bit, that's when you're going to cut down, you know, if you're washing. And these are conversations we've had, and it you know, I totally get it. Like, so yeah.
It just for two, and it depends. Again, like a grain. More than anything, as a grower, I don't care if you're doing large scale, if you're doing what's the peak, just small scale. Like if you have one plant in your garden, pay attention. Like when did it start transitioning? When did you start seeing a stack? I mean, like after week 5, week 6, you just see all these little variables. You know what I mean? Like pay attention to your plants. You know what I mean? Like oh, this plant doesn't. You can have things. They're all not gonna thing.
You're wait, you're again, we're losing the audio a little bit again.
Yeah, I'm probably just talking too much. My bad, big one, my bad. Cheers.
No, you're good. It's the audio. I don't know why the audio is going in and out a little bit. It could be just me. I'm not sure. Like I can hear you perfect, and then it goes in and out a little bit. But we're gonna continue. So, okay, Stone City, please talk on the Rainbow Pebbles to RKS. I recently came across some of them. What can I expect?
Okay, so before the RKS, okay, look, do I have to go on my website to see the RKS? Because I literally have gotta be more specific. Rainbow Pebbles came from seed. Shout out to ABC Seeds. We have traded gear plenty of times. A big fan of his work. Read plenty of his strains. Stand-up guy. So shout out to ABC Seeds. But Rainbow Pebbles is from him, just to be clear. But his stuff, okay, look, so his stuff, easy grow. No problems. Plants were always hella bushy and big. Like they either get bushy or hella tall. And it's easy grow. That's what I do remember with the Rainbow Pebbles.
Okay, so how about the RKS though? You know, this is like, okay, this is the ultimate, like, I'm not gonna lie. I have 808 has an RKS. Like, I am very like, okay, like I don't know how to be more blunt than this. So I just have to be blunt. I just don't believe there's a roadkill skunk out there. So I believe there's like strains that are labeled it, and that's fine. Like, but I'm just, you know, I'm just being honest. But tell us a little bit about that RKS. Like, where is it from? Did you find rancid skunk in it, or is it just something that was like a strain name, or is it not even like roadkill skunk? Is it RKS means something different?
Oh no, it's skunk, and I got the clone, I believe, from one of the dispensaries here. And if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, it was Dark Heart Nursery out of Oakland, California at the time.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, but like you said, you compare that one to my one, two different plants. And then, like you said, was skunk one even the real skunk? Because I remember skunk. I talked to leaders, and I get a lot of mixed fire. No, I remember skunk being fire.
No, definitely. I just feel like, you know, I'm not saying you, but I feel like there's so many people out there that are like, okay, like and listen, usually I'm quiet. I just sit back, but I think I'm having a little bit too good of a time tonight in a way, and I'm actually talking a little shit in a weird way. But I'm just saying, like, I got to when it comes to these fucking the roadkill stuff, like Skunk One, whatever, Island Sweet Skunk, all these skunks, but the RKS in particular is like even like Jaime Chiba, like Jaime before he passed, like he did an RKS, and I have an F2 that somebody made of it, but it's like more like a limey. It's not that, you know what I mean? It's just not that. And I know, like, I've had this conversation with a lot of people that come on here, and lighting, like climate, like, police, like the reason that it's gone is all great and good. But then, you have somebody like Gene Traders, like Lou, that did a Hunt the Skunk. You have UFO in here that did his, the Mass Super Skunk, which that I believe, like that, Top Dog. But the RKS in particular, when I see that in the strain, I'm very hesitant to, like, you know what I mean? Just being honest. So,
Well, look, this is what I'm saying with as far as the roadkill skunk one, because those are the ones that I work with. I had a lot of mixed reviews from a lot of people that either smoked it, grew it, bred it, and I'm hearing a lot of people talk down on it. I mean, I personally think it was decent gear. You know what I mean? When I bred it, I mean, I'm not gonna release something that's not gonna be good or that I think it's not good. You know what I mean?
Totally get that. Yeah.
I hear a lot of people, I had grow issues. I didn't get good yields. It hermed. I'm like that one with skunk in general. I hear it a lot. It hermed, and it's like, well, what cut did you have? What genetics did you have of the skunk? You know what I mean? Or what kind of growing conditions did you grow it in? Because it's like, dude, I don't know what your grow was. Like, I don't know you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Know what I mean? But especially with that skunk one, that's one thing I heard. Oh, it herms. Well, why wasn't it herming back in the early 90s? That shit wasn't herming. You know what I mean? Like
different grow styles, different like environments. So many people use LEDs now. Like there's definitely like, you know what I mean? Like we can go into like there's just so many different reasons I think for that.
Yeah.
But I mean it's always going to be grow. I don't know. Those are just things that I think of off the top of my head when we talk about the difference how skunk was then till now. I just think that we're just in a different time too. We just are like, lights, nutrients, like all of it, man. Growing outdoors, like Gorilla Glow, growing outdoors, where I feel like the smell of it was sort of like, bred out of it in a way too. And I just feel like when I see that, like I said, I just have to be honest about certain things. And that's one of like my things is that, people, when I see like RKS on a pack, I'm like, yeah, no, like I just don't really, you know what I mean? But I'm not talking shit. Like I'm not being like, trying to talk shit in any way to you. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's just how when I see RKS and something. Me personally, that doesn't mean it's true. Just because I say it doesn't make it true,
I'm trying to say, big homie. So when you hear certain strains, you have this cross, whatever, with this older, let's say, exclusive strain that you remember being, you are hesitant. I am. It's like, okay, look, so how did you get that? You know what I mean? When I see people that, I got that silver haze, or like I got the real blue dream. Like that's how I feel about the blue dream. It's like, dude, you don't even know where the fuck that blue dream came from. Like there's strain, like skunk, it's the same shit with, like, dude, I'm not even bothered to grow those fucking seeds. Not because it's like nothing against the breeder. It's just like I don't know what the fuck the outcome's gonna be with them. You know what I mean? So no, but what you're saying is true.
Yeah. All right. So okay, moving on though. I wash my buds and pull them out seeds. I don't know if it's recommended, but it works. Oh, but it works. Okay, yeah. Okay. What else do we got? Hash plants, but I'm not trying to drop a bunch of seeds on the ground. On the other hand, all right, totally not sure what that was about. I wash for okay, you wash for okay, Master Chef, use sulfur to help reduce. Yeah, thiol production. So this is what I'm saying. There's like, we can totally go into like a whole bunch of things when it comes to skunk, but that's not what tonight's about. I mean, the RKS cross got brought up. I said my piece. You know, it came from Dark Heart. You know what I mean? Dark Heart was like at one time, you know, back then especially, they were like one of the best nurseries out there at one time. You know, pre the HLVD. You know, you guys know the story, so I don't need to get into that. Okay, so audio is bad for, yeah, I think it's better now, guys. I'm a little bit back. So okay, so they still, okay, so on the they're back to the sour diesel IBL. So you said East Coast sour diesel. So where did the IBL, you put out a sour diesel IBL?
I have a couple of crosses with it. I would have to, yeah, I have several sour diesel crosses, but it's just I've done them over time, big homie. And most of that, like I said, most of the genetics either came from other growers from all over the country. You know what I mean? And if not just here in California, but like I said, the real sour diesel, most of that stuff is either coming from the Midwest, down south, or for sure the East Coast.
My bad. I'm behind on your guys' comments. So you guys we were right there, y'all. We were right there, y'all. we were right there. Yeah, like I said, at one time until, you know. So yeah. Anyway, okay, I see you try thermic HLB. Yeah, that's exactly what I was. Yeah. We don't need to go into that. Dark Heart. Yeah, I already know. That's what I was saying before I see all your guys' comments saying the same thing.
Hey,
I
look,
just wasn't. I was just gonna let it. You know.
20 years ago, Dark Heart in Oakland, they had really good genetics. I'm not talking down on them, but I feel like they have their own issues with happen with them, and it is becoming, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no. Listen, like I said, before that, you know, the whole, like, they were reputable, like at one time before all that, but you know what I mean? Like that's you know, I'm going back. They've been around. They have been around a long time, y'all. They've been around a long time. So, you know. Anyway, nope. Nope. All right, Real Skunk will get you busted fast. Facts. If that was about okay. Okay, so they're back on the sour. Okay, so what sour diesel did you use? Do you know what was used in it? I understand it's been a minute, like since you did those crosses. Was it the East Coast sour diesel? Like, do you know?
it was.
Did you use the IBL as that was something that you got that you found now out of a pack of sour diesel IBL? Like, was it Res? I mean, it is what it is. I know Res did sour diesel IBL. It is what it is, you know. I mean, if that's what it was, I'm just curious.
When you say, what does that mean, big homie?
Oh, okay. So Reservoir Seeds. I know he did a sour diesel IBL, and I'm not. Don't anybody jump on me for bringing the name up. I'm just merely saying that I know he did a sour diesel IBL. I figured maybe that's where the mail was found. So y'all slow down. I already feel it coming to me. You know what I mean?
No, it was most all my sour diesel, and I'm telling you, from other breeders, and I don't really unless it's something really.
Oh, okay. So, but did you IBL it? Like you brought it to generate? You're the one who IBL it. That's what I'm saying. Was it something that was already inbred line? Like, was it inbred line, or did you?
Oh no, I didn't make it a sour diesel. It was already an East Coast sour diesel when I got my hands on it and worked with it. You know what I mean? And if anything, I never worked with it. The only thing I did was cross it to whatever I crossed it to, and it was
okay. So that's what I was saying. So it was already inbred. Like the line was already sour diesel IBL. It was already an inbred line when you got it. You found the male out of it. Okay, gotcha.
Never got any male from it. It was always the female that I would cross to whatever I was working with at the time. But if you go to my website, I believe there's a couple of my the drops that I have. I still have the sour diesel seeds, and every once in a while, I'll just bring them back just to breed them just to keep it going. You know what I mean?
But you found, but you crossed that was the male. I thought you did a couple. That was where you got the pollen, right? So you're saying you have female? Okay, so you pollinated the female with something that you okay. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. All right. Okay, so What up, Cat Piss? Yeah, this is the Armageddon. It's like, you know, it's I believe it was a little bit of both at this point. I mean, I believe it was genetics more than anything, obviously. That's how I feel, but okay, they stole everyone's genetics. Yeah, don't bring up that. Yeah, listen, I'm just gonna say this right now, Rio. No disrespect to you, but that's the biggest fool in the whole fucking industry, bro. That Blue Skies Vienna is the biggest fucking like whatever. Take it however you will, but I'll just say this: beware. Don't fall into that bullshit. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, slight line. Yeah, that's what I'm saying with the F2s, with the Jaime Chiba. The Jaime Chiba Arceus was that more lime. So I was like, you know, okay, what up, Mr. Oh, we're all caught up in the comments. Oh shit. All right, I thought you guys were rocking and rolling on the motherfucking comments. We got 25 minutes left. Let's go. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what you got coming up then.
Okay.
What you got coming up?
So the next, not the next, like I'm re-releasing it. It's the Aztec Waves, big homie. And the Aztec Waves was Thug Pug's peanut butter breath, Aztec cookies. And then a couple years later, I ended up crossing those to Citrus Tsunami by Surfer Seeds. And I had released those years ago, big homie, and I decided we're gonna re-release them. You know what I mean? Because at the time I didn't have a following. I wasn't even Stone City yet. I just a regular guy, freaking. Come to find out years later, it's on fire. You know what I mean? So that's why I will be soon re-releasing, and you will exclusively have packs to that. You know what I mean? And it's
Okay.
I feel
Let's
you.
Let's go. Yo, I'm my bad. Yeah, not the British guy. All good. You know, listen, I'm not like the one that wants to like be calling people out, but I'm just saying, if some people's names come up, I have no choice but to call them out. And that dude right there, the Vienna Sky dude, y'all just buyer beware, bro. I know people that have grown out all kinds of packs that try to do stuff with him. Don't fall for that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just don't fall for that shit. You know what I mean? Don't get ripped off. Like, don't. Just beware. Okay, as a new grower of about a year, it's actually harder to know who I should buy seeds from. Hey, listen, fire in the sky. I got you covered, my brother. I got you covered. You know, all the breeders that I put on my site that I work with are all breeders that actually are reputable, that have been doing it a long time, that test their gear. I can go down the list for you, you know, from Bloom to I mean, I could just name off a whole bunch of people in-house who was in here, Sin City who was in here. I can go down the list of a whole lot of people that really put a lot of work and test their gear. And those are the people I have on my site. So if you have any questions as a new grower, this is why I do this on Wednesday nights. I try to bring the people through that I actually work with. Now, granted, I just want to put it out there that like the guy that was on here beforehand, I had never met him. You know, he wanted to come on. I'm always happy to bring people on, and I love to be able to give out some free seeds and all that. So not everybody that I bring through my lives do I work with, but I do try to bring all the breeders that I work with through the lives. So hopefully that makes sense, you know? So, all right. So what's Mr. Stinky they want to know?
Oh, okay, so Stinky, Mr. Stinky is by Tiki Madman. I have Stinky. It's just Stinky. You know what I mean? So my Stinky is orange cookies times citrus splash. Hold on. That's Surfer Seeds. That's the Surfer Seeds. That makes half of it. And then that is cross too. Hold on.
Well, Mr. Stinky is actually a Thug Pug, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, the person that I seen it with it was Tiki Madman.
He might have did something with Thug Pugs. Like I'm pretty positive Mr. Stinky is fucking. I'm almost positive that it's Thug Pug. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive. Lost Dark with the orange. These guys know me. Let's go. That's so funny. I'm just all about the gas. You know, the breeder doesn't. I'm all about the gas, man. I love the gas. So, you know. Wait.
Big homie. So it is it's orange cookie. It was citrus splash, which is orange cookies, and it's citrus splash by Surfer Seeds and pineapple meatball by somebody.
Oh, fuck that dude. Yo, fuck that dude. Fuck that dude, bro. I'm just saying, yo, fuck Turf Fiend. You a bitch, bro. My bad. Outbursts. It must be the fucking, I don't know what it is tonight. I can't help myself. I can't hold my tongue tonight.
Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. Oh no, well that's what my stinky strain is, because I get that question asked all the fucking time, and it's like, nah, bro, like that's Tiki's cut, you know what I mean? And shout out to Tiki, nothing against him, you know what I mean? But I've had my peanut butter breath is his. I had several packs of his peanut butter breath times Tokyo Sunset, and I decided to breed them, and that's where my
Yo, I'm just saying. Never mind. It's all good. I'm just saying though, Turf Fiend is a bitch, bro. Period. It is what it is. You know, like straight up. Anyway, all right, my bad. We got 20 minutes left, man. Let's keep talking about the new drop. What you got coming up? Questions, concerns. You know what I mean? You guys don't like the way I'm being tonight? Just call me a bully. Let me know. You know, I've been called it before. I'm just kidding.
You're gonna be getting a care package. We'll be doing some giveaways if that's okay with you. Like I said, I was really re-releasing those Aztec waves. I'm seeing a lot of results from everybody that has grown them, and that's the reason that I decided to re-release them.
Okay.
I had a couple of reputable growers doing a lot of the actual Aztec waves, and they're doing numbers when it comes to washing, smoking. It's doing well, you know what I mean? And it's a lot of people don't really know about it, you know what I mean? So that's I've been lagging on it, big homie. I've been working like 12 to 15 hours a day, you know what I mean, on my regular job. So
Right.
I haven't even put them on the website yet, you know what I mean? But they're already good to go. It's just I haven't had it, like I said, on the website, and that's not even including what I got for this for the fall. So God willing, you have me back for around Christmas time, and then what I'm excited for, it's all these this one is this kind
Oh shit. Let's go. Yeah, we definitely do. Agreed. 100%. Definitely. Yep. Give me Turf Fiend. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's the only fool I even care. That fool, like, you have no idea how much he's just a bitch, bro. All right. Woosah. My bad. Damn, I don't want to turn anybody off that's in here, man. If it's your first time here, you know, I might be in rare form, a little bit in rare form tonight. But there's a couple of people in this industry, man. I could do a whole nother live on this that, you know, people like think they like look up to, or like whatever the case may be. And like when shit like what that went down with me and Turf Fiend went down, trust me. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that dude is a whatever. That's all I'm saying.
burner. Fuck you fat fucking fuck. Burner. Fuck you. How about that? There. See? We're all getting
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't even, you know, I mean, there's like one or two people. There's like a couple other people I can call out 100% for sure. But they're not even worth me mentioning their names. They're just not, you know. I'm just not going to do that. But since his name came up, I had to say something. I'm just saying, you know. I'll tell you, yeah, Zoo, I'll tell you. You just hit me in the DMs. I'll tell you exactly. I'll tell anybody that knows me what happened, because it was a while ago now. But you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, the whole boxing ring thing. Let's go. Oh, shit. Okay, so. All right, so let's All right, so citrus splash pineapple meatball.
Is the stinky.
And I feel like one other thing. So citrus splash.
That's
I'm not
pineapple.
saying the pineapple meatball part. He can. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's stinky.
I say something every time he's brought up because he's a bitch. All right. So anyway, listen, we got about 15 minutes left. This is what I feel like we should do, man. I have some packs, and I know you're probably cool. Let me pull out like 2 packs of yours, and let's do like 2 giveaways. So let me see what I have of yours over here. Oh, here we go. How about I just randomly pull 2 packs? So
I can't read the comments. They're too little.
whoa. Are we back?
Oh, now we're back now. It glitched out for a little bit. I was trying to focus in and look at the comments, and I can't read them. They're too little.
I have no idea what that. I've never had that happen before. Okay, I've never had that happen before, but whatever. We got 14 minutes left. We're back. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna do 2 giveaways. So we got these were written on here backwards. I already let him know. So
Oh yeah, I got a bad habit. I always put the female first. It's supposed to be
he
the male.
always he does it backwards, man. He
Yeah.
does it backwards, but it's all good. So listen, we're gonna do the blue caviar to the London pound cake to Gushers. So we're gonna do this pack right here.
Fire. Poof, that blue caviar. I don't know anybody that has that shit.
I'll let him know what it is. Let him know what it is.
It's
And,
look, it's some fucking fire. That blue caviar, if you get a fucking even remotely a keeper from that, guarantee you will never, ever, ever want it like that out of your stable ever. It's some fire. Super
okay,
exotic.
and then I'm gonna say the second one too, just so we'll do them like actually I'll do 2 hashtags because we got about 13 minutes left. So let me say this: if you guys have any questions at all, make sure you guys get them in. So this one's gonna be okay, and this one's gonna be the Bugatti. So Bugatti to London pound cake Gushers. Let them know what that is too. We're gonna do those.
The Bugatti was a local grower. He's the one that he's the one that crossed it, and I work with it, and it's the Bugatti times what?
London pound cake Gushers.
Oh, okay, well the London pound cake Gushers, it speaks for itself. It's some fucking fire. But the Bugatti definitely a easy grow. Very stable genetics, frosty genetics, good to smoke, good to wash, and had no problems growing it at all. Like the plants were medium; they were not super big, but very, very dense colas on everything.
Let's go. Where was it? Dark keeps it real. I don't know how else to be, Secret. I'm too old to not. You know what I mean? I'm too old, bro. Shit, I guess the only way I know how to be. I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it 100 with you guys, man. I just do. All right, so okay, someone asked, is the blue caviar Ridgeline Farms?
No, it is not. It is local. It is locally sourced. Somebody that's growing for cookies. That's all I can say.
Okay, so it was from cookies. Okay,
Yes.
so
But
okay.
it's not directly from them. It's somebody that's been working their line for a while now.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Whose birthday was the 13th? Happy birthday. If your birthday was the 13th, whoever just said that top shelf, was it you? Happy birthday, my brother. Okay, so stop talking about how old we old. Old.
I'm still a youngin.
Shit. I lie. I'm young too. 37. In my head. All right, here we go. Let's do some hashtags. Let's get some giveaways here. Let's do Stone
City.
All right, Stone City. I'm going to put this up as the first hashtag, you guys. Let me put it on the screen. Hold on 1 second. Screen share. Bam. All right, so there you go. That's going to be the first hashtag right there. You guys put that hashtag in. I'll give you guys like 2 or 3 minutes. Admiring fucking autocorrect. Let's go. Right on dark. Thank you. You got it, top shelf. Hell yeah. Clutch. Cannabis or House of Cultivars. Oh yeah. What up, Remy Pawn Shop? Beat says what up.
Oh, hey, what's up to Pancho? Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Put the hashtags in. Is the blue caviar a native select? Is the blue cab? Wait, I think we just talked about that. Yeah, we just talked about the blue caviar. He just let you know. I think it might be a little bit behind.
Very locally sourced.
Anything else? Let's see. All right, cool. Like I said, I'm going to give you guys about another minute and a half. So if you guys want to get in, there's 109 people in here. You guys on X can do it too, man. Like I see there's about 20 of you guys watching on X. So you guys are part of it. If you guys choose to put a hashtag in over on X, it will come up on my screen and you guys will be entered. So, I mean, I could see like what apps are doing it. You know, and I do see somebody on Twitch. You can do it as well. The person on Twitch, you're welcome to do it. But I see mostly Facebook, which is fine. But you know, the people that are on X, just know if you guys put that hashtag in, you guys will be entered as well. And there's about 20 of you guys over there on X watching right now. So 105 people in here total. Shout out to everybody that's in here. I appreciate you guys always for Saturday nights. And I am going to do the first giveaway right now. I think we're caught up on the comments. Look pretty good. All right, let's go. Here we go. So spinning it. Good luck, good luck, good luck. I am going to let you guys know, whoever wins this, it will be one of the 2 packs. I don't want to say which pack it is because the only thing that does for me is when I fill orders, just slow me down. So, you know, for me to make it one of these 2 packs, you're going to get one of the 2 of these packs. That's all. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to pick and choose. They'll literally be just pulled out. It'll be random. So, Hank Derbs,
Congratulations.
You are winner number 1.
Congratulations.
Hank Derbs goes to Stone City. These guys are Sin City. And that's Magic or Mystery. Mystery, man. All right, cool. So, Hank, I got you. Do me a favor and yeah, Max over on Facebook, that works exactly. If you put the hashtag up, you're entered. I'll actually do a different hashtag just to make sure everybody that wants to enter, because there's about 110 people in here now. You guys can enter. I'll do one more hashtag. We'll do the giveaway, and then I'm going to be out of here. So, and like I said, I just want everybody to know I appreciate you guys. You know, always on Saturday nights, we have a lot of people in here. I feel like tonight was a really good night with Sin City. We had Mystery Man Genetics in here, you know, speaking on autos, and we have Stone City in here right now. So shout out to all the guys that came through tonight. And I'm going to use my hashtag for the last giveaway. So that's going to be the last one. Hank Sturbs, yeah. If you need the email, I will throw the email up on the screen. It's really simple. It's chad@darkstargenetics.com. But there it is right there. So you can save that. Anybody that's on Instagram that won, just hit me up on Instagram tomorrow. It's way easier. I really do suck at emails. I'm not going to lie. But I will get to them tomorrow at some point. So if you guys are not on Instagram, just use that, chat@darkstargenetics.com if you won. And send me an email. It's $10. Oh, okay. Let me just say this. The pack is free, guys. Shipping is not. I will be shipping everything. Just understand 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 packs tonight we gave out. The Sin City packs are $100 a piece. Whoever won those, everybody that won, shipping is $10. It is what it is. The pack is free. Shipping is not. Like I wouldn't, $70 out of my pocket for free stuff. Just understand why you guys have to pay shipping that won, and hopefully you're cool with that. So. All right, we have what? We have about 4 minutes left. We have 47 entries. We have 106 people in here, man. So, I'll give you guys another minute. If you guys want to be entered, throw up that hashtag Darkstar, and we will spin the wheel. Yeah, $10 exactly, man. It's super. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit. I wish shipping was free. Trust me. My biggest expense in a month is shipping. Just letting y'all know. That's it. It really is too. All right, we're at 1 minute and 57 seconds right about now. All right, last chance, y'all. 30 seconds. I'm gonna spin it. Last giveaway of the night. I appreciate everybody for coming through. We had in-house in the comments. We had a lot of people come through tonight. Sitting at about 100 people all night long. I think we hit 120 at one point. So make sure you guys, like the YouTube video. This will be downloaded straight to YouTube. You guys can go back and watch it right away. You guys can go back and watch all the other weeks, all the breeders that I've had on here as well. So, we've had in-house on at one point in time. Sin City previous times. There's just a lot of people that I've had come on here already. You guys could actually go back onto the YouTube channel and you guys could watch all the older stuff. Fresh Coast, Aficionado, Leo, shit. There's just too many names to mention. But, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube. Go back and watch some of those, like them, share them. And here we go. I think we're good and we're ready to go now.
Good luck to everybody.
All right, guys. Stone City's in back. He's still here. Yeah, Shiloh, 100%. Shiloh, Professor P, Dynasty Genetics, man. Romulan. The list just really, really goes on and on and on. I've been doing this a long time now, so there's a lot of good people that have come through. Brandon Rust, yeah, it goes on and on and on. Let me get this off the screen. Get us back up here. Oh, wait, I need to spin it. I'm so stupid, man. Hold on 1 second. I need to put it back up. Yeah. Yo. Hold on. Let me get it back up on the screen so you guys can watch it. My bad. Is it up? All right, there it is. All right, here we go. Good luck, guys. There we go. That's our winner. All right, Jack Beanstalk. Jack Beanstalk. Let's go. Jack Bean Stock. Make sure you guys hit me up. Kevin and Mass, Zoo, NE20, J Buds, Dabzilla, Hank Derbs, right? Or Hank Derbs. I think I wrote it down right. Jack Beanstalk. So all you guys, make sure you guys hit me up on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, make sure you guys send me an email, chat@darkstargenetics.com. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. Let me get this off the screen. Hold on one sec. Let me get us back up here so you can see our fucking faces for another minute. Appreciate you guys. I will see you. Thanks. You're the best live on YouTube. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. So I'll see you guys back here. I might not be here next Wednesday. I'm going to be in Florida, but I might try to still put something together for next Wednesday. If I'm not here next Wednesday, you know I'll be back the following Wednesday, guys. So much love. Like I said, y'all stay safe. I appreciate you guys more than you guys know. I couldn't do what I do without you guys. I say it all the time. Sin City drop. Anything on the site, use that code right there, guys. DMAC15 is going to save you 15% off. All new drops. That's including the Sin City drop. Box sets are up there. Go use the code. Besides that, I'll see you guys. Yeah. I'll see you guys when I see you, man. Much love. Stay safe. Thank you, Stone City. Thank you, Sin City. And thank you to Mystery Man Genetics. We out of here. Y'all have a good night. Peace.